FM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Crusader Basketball on this first Friday of a new year. We're on the air tonight from Hooter Gym in Augusta on 95.9 HKFM. Also streaming on the Ad-Astra Radio app and on the Crusader Sports Network, powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. Online at nexttechwireless.com. We are Kansas. Here in the West courtside here in Augusta, alongside Carson Muller. We'll be joined for the broadcast tonight as well by Chris Shank, as we've got a great doubleheader for you in league play to open the second half of our schedule. The Crusaders and the Orioles here tonight from Augusta. Lady Crusaders coming in at 0-5. Their last outing on December 21st in McPherson. The shorthanded Buhler squad fell behind 16-7 in the first quarter and trailed by 29 points at halftime. Buhler managed just 5 second-half points and lost by 48, the final 63-15. They connected on just 6 of 26 shots from the field and committed 33 turnovers, leading to 33 McPherson points. We mentioned they are 0-5 and 0-2 in the league, Carson, and knew it would be an early gauntlet for a young team still trying to figure a lot of things out. You take into account that they had several players missing in that game, and of course it is McPherson at McPherson. So hopefully some things to grow from there, and I really do feel like this stretch coming up heading into the SIT, they've got some winnable games. So.
Sure, and that's a game where you have a couple young players out, and you just want them to get experience. You want them to experience, you're not going to come away scoring 60 points there at the Roundhouse. So the first 3 minutes of the first quarter looked good. The zone defense looked good. They were still competitive, and then McPherson turned into McPherson. And so it's just a game where you get it underneath your belt and look for these next two games you have against teams that haven't won a game. And both away games gear up for the SIT and gain confidence in your starters and in yourself as a team.
Freshman boys game going on right in front of us here right now. 43-39, Augusta leads. And a foul just called on the Orioles. It's going to put LaShawn Swanson, talented Buhler freshman, at the free throw line. 26 seconds left, 43-39. So back to our Lady Crusaders, and certainly, you look at some things to work on. I think number one, obviously, would be working against the press defense, figuring out how to get the ball where you want it to go and limit those turnovers.
Yeah, without a doubt. Limiting turnovers is the big key. You take this game and put it into a half-court game. Don't worry about the press. The Lady Crusaders thrive in that situation. So getting it in a half-court game, being able to run through their offense and knocking down shots is going to help them as a team. And
Coach Mitchell Stetter should be back a little bit more to full song as far as her who's available in her lineup. Tonight, Carson mentioned Augusta also winless at 0-4. 3 teams at the bottom without a win so far, Augusta, Buhler, and El Dorado. And one of those teams have kind of positioned themselves in the middle of the pack after this next week and a half. The Crusader guys with a fantastic win at MAC, 50-49. What an emotional roller coaster that was. Buhler poured in 15 points in each of the first and second quarters and led by 15, 30-15 at halftime. McPherson would storm back in the second half, outscoring Buhler by 14 in quarters 3 and 4. Buhler 10 of 20 at the free throw line, just enough to hang on for a 1-point win. The final score 50-49. Back outscored Buhler by 12 in the paint, while Buhler won the three-point battle 12-6. And with Christopher, even after they had a big lead at halftime, and at one point I think it was 18 in the second half, you just knew in that gym that Mac had one more run in him. That was a tense fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it was one of those games, too, that with Buhler having had such a drought in wins versus McPherson, the pressure that you feel because, and you think about the last time that the Crusaders were up there with a 1-point loss, the last time we were in McPherson, it was just good to get that kind of monkey off their back, and I think really just is going to help the boys play that much freer the rest of the season.
And a thing that continue to talk about, this team now 5-0, 2-0 in the league, ranked 4th in 4A, and I think the big difference that I've noticed in this team is it's kind of more of a team effort out there, different contributors all over the floor, and that's a big positive for them.
Yeah, it makes it harder to defend the Crusaders. Last year you knew if you stopped Alexander, you were going to have a pretty decent shot of beating the Crusaders, but this year, there's lots of other guys besides Jack Both that can score. Not that Jack is an important scorer, but just it helps that the Crusaders have multiple guys that can go off for double-digit points on any given night.
Well, I know two things. Number one, it feels good to get the monkey off the back, doesn't it?
It sure does. Getting that win after being so close, after some of those guys playing a crucial role, you look back, 1 point win, we made one of those technical free throws. It can go any way.
Yeah, Coach Walgren said a long time ago when he was here, it's not a rivalry if you don't ever win. So it's just kind of a beating. But the other thing, Buhler and Augusta, this, for those guys, interesting. This is not traditionally a place they play very well. Hopefully they can exercise some of those demons tonight as well.
Yeah, Augusta, physical team. Morgan Livingston is a big boy, and he can move. Just put him out on the football field, and he looks like a scary dude and could play next level. And so you wonder how well Diedrich played against McPherson. You expect him to continue to step up, continue to grow his game, and then Jack being able to spread out. Augusta's missing a few pieces. Don't have Will Cox from last year. Sawyer Schmidt didn't go out. He's going to run at KU. So they're missing a little bit of length. They're going to have to – they have guys that are going to step up, but not a very deep team as we've seen from the past.
Well, and Aaron, you talked about the fact that this has been a place Buhler traditionally hasn't played very well. A lot of it has to do with this is a basketball town. I mean, I know, going back a zillion years ago, I mean, this has always been a place that takes a lot of pride in their basketball team. They will have a great crowd tonight, but to me, just a fun atmosphere and a neat gym with a lot of character.
Absolutely. Still 1.6 seconds left in the freshman game. Now, Augusta up 44-40. Girls C team played just 2 quarters tonight. Did they hang on?
They came out victorious tonight, 30-27. It was just a fun game. The Lady Crusaders led from buzzer to buzzer in the game, and so good hard-fought win. They both teams got into the bonus fairly early on in just a 2-quarter game, and the Crusaders knocked down more free throws than Augusta.
All right, very good. Crusader basketball here tonight from Augusta, brought to you in part by Hutchinson Community College, by Mid-Kansas Credit Union, Dix Phillips 66, by Neufeld Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. A big battle for league supremacy. Mentioned both teams winless on the girls' side. Augusta Buhler come in at 2-0 in the league standings in Division III on the guys' side, and winner will put themselves in the driver's seat, at least through the first part of the year after tonight. Our player profile will do that when we come back. More of our Midway Motors drive to the game right after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're on a Midway Motors drive to the game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
This is Derek Fees with APAC Kansas Shears Division. You know we do big projects, but we also want you to know we can help you with parking lots, driveways, and other projects at your home or business. Asphalt or concrete, we're here to help. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
HKFM.
And welcome back on our Midway Motors drive to the game. Aaron West here. Time for our pregame player profile tonight, talking with Grant Ricker. Grant, let's talk a little bit about your season, obviously getting a ton of minutes on varsity this year and how that's been for you so far.
Yeah, it's been really fun, the experience, just getting to play with my friends and in front of the crowd and the fans. Enjoyed it a lot.
Absolutely. As we've watched your game grow from freshman to now obviously on up, what are the things that you feel like you've improved the most at?
I just feel like I've really matured a lot. You know, I was really goofy my freshman year, and kind of got that mid-range jump shot down, finishing better. Just overall game has improved a lot.
It's been fun to watch this team. Obviously, we had dynamic kids in the past, like a Max Alexander, a scorer, but feels like you guys are a little bit more balanced. Is that fair this year?
Yeah, it's actually better for the team, I feel. Just because if they try to shut a few of us down, then everyone else is going to be able to score, and just makes the team a lot more unstoppable.
Absolutely. How's that team chemistry been so far?
It was a little bit shaky at the start of the year and during the summer, but I feel like we've really grown a lot, and most of us got another year together, so it's only going to get stronger.
You and I were talking about the win at MAC, obviously that 32-game losing streak. What was that experience like, just realizing you finally got that monkey off your back?
It was great. We all went in there expecting to win, though. We weren't expecting to lose or anything, so it was just a really great experience.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Well, keys to success. Obviously, you guys have got a lot of opportunity in front of you. Big game at Augusta tonight to kind of control the league. And thoughts on what you need to do to be successful?
We all got to put all our effort in and just play as a team, play defense for sure.
Okay, pal. Well, best of luck tonight and the rest of the year. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
That is Grant Ricker on our player profile. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Randy Gotti with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out their Crusader Closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are continually updated, from seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers. Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
It's the New Year, New Ride sale going on now through January 8th at all Midway Motors locations. We were built for one-stop shopping and have all the brands and inventory ready for immediate delivery. Simply pick out a new or used vehicle and we will give you 90 days, no payments, plus make your first payment up to $500. Trade-in values have never been higher, and we have over 500 new and used vehicles in stock to choose from. Stop by Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or Hillsboro, and your first payment is on us.
Find us at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here on our Midway Motors drive to the game from Augusta. Our girls game coming up. Buhler 0-5, 0-2 in the league. Augusta 0-4 and 0-2. I know, Carson, you talked about the matchup inside with the Williams for Augusta at 6'1". I felt like even though they're freshmen, we've got the bodies to bang with her inside. A lot of that will be just about effort and rebounding, but then go back to the turnovers. You look at this young team, 29 points a game, 27 turnovers. Some things at some point got to give there a little bit. Augusta, not a team that's pressed a lot this year. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Malloy changes that at all tonight.
You know, their game on Tuesday was canceled against Collegiate, the girls' game was, and so now you have all break that you know your schedule, you know you're starting with Buhler, Collegiate, and El Dorado, so you wonder if they're trying to change some things. You know, this isn't a small team. They have some post players that are going to play a role tonight, so the question is rebounding, and if the Crusaders try to get the ball in the lane, are they going to kick it out, are they going to go up? They have to be aggressive, get those bigs in foul trouble, and that'll help them win this game.
Well, Buhler's got a trio of them in Baxter, Crafels, and Utsey. Sometimes a lot of what ails you, good medicine is just seeing the ball go in the basket. Pound that ball inside, get those high percentage shots, get back and play solid defense. I think this feels like a win would do so much for this club.
Yeah, and I mean, you watch these girls, you watch the C team, you watch the JV games, and they're always rooting for each other. It's going to get them so much self-confidence and so much growth if they see the ball go in the net and they start to play and start to have fun with it. And once they start having fun, they're going to be a dangerous team.
They'll have Gracie Ord back tonight. You know,
And Seeley.
Yeah,
Seeley.
Kaylin's back from that ankle. Hate to put a lot of pressure on Gracie, but I think at some point, safe to assume that she's got to be the point guard of this team.
Yeah, for sure, and it takes a lot of stress off Taryn, somebody who wants to be able to do it all to help her team. Also need settling in a role, and so once all these girls figure out where their role is, and then finally embrace that, that's when we'll see buckets come for this Lady Crusader team.
You mentioned Caitlin Seeley back after that rolled ankle, and that just gives them another calm veteran presence on the floor. Well, you go back about 5 years, a young freshman team that eventually, as seniors, went to state. They got their first ever win, not on this floor, but against this team. So maybe that little good mojo there tonight. They have a track record against the O's, and boy, that'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll take it. Close game on homecoming last time we were here. Lost by 3, and really a game where we saw youngsters stand out. Paige McDowell played one of the best games she had that season here. So in a Hooter gym, we just got to get it done.
Yeah, Augusta just 6-14 last year, just 9 wins in their last 3 seasons under Coach Rennie Malloy. They, similar to Buhler, team that's rebuilding, a lot of young pieces. Just a couple of seniors stuck in there, but they do have some size and length on the inside, as we talked about. It'll be interesting to see how that matches up tonight. But boy, I don't know. I just feel like, Christopher, what you think? We've talked about these turnovers a lot. I think if you can keep those turnovers south of 20, you got a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, keeping the turnovers down is going to be big, and you know, in a game where both squads are looking for that first win of the season, yeah, whoever takes better care of that basketball is going to walk out of here with their first win.
Another big game in the league tonight is Winfield and Mac. Both those teams 2-0. Anybody at this table picking Mac or not picking Mac to win in that game?
What game?
Mac Winfield tonight.
You know, I really liked what we saw from the Winfield freshmen and the Winfield bigs. I don't know if McPherson has anybody down low to guard him.
Yeah.
Now the real question is can they score? Because if those two can't score for Winfield, McPherson runs away with it. But I think that if you get them down low and drive the ball down, pound it in, I feel like Winfield has a shot.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, Nevaeh Green's the big 6'1" senior inside that gave Buhler so many problems. And then the young sophomore, the other one, Aaliyah Mori at 6'2". So, yeah,
the one thing, though, McPherson has going for him is just the experience and confidence. You know, you're the king until somebody takes you down, and Coach Strathman's been there for a long time, knows what he's doing, and if it's a close game, I like McPherson's chances, but if Winfield can establish that inside scoring, you know, who knows?
Let's get off the schneid here tonight for this young group, see if they can get some scoring established. Just 26% from the field in the early going. They have held their own in the rebound. And again, we go back to the bigs. We talk about Utsi, and we talk about Crafels, and we talk about Baxter. And if I had to circle 3 kids I really think the offense has to go through to be successful, it's probably those 3.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because a little different looking starting lineup. I know I've seen it. You guys haven't yet tonight, but yeah, getting those youngsters scoring tonight, it's going to be really important for
Coach is still trying to mix and match and find those right pieces to fit together too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with, you know, so many underclassmen contributing. It's, yeah, just trying to find that right combo of people on the floor at any given time. That's why Coach Mitchell Stutters paid the big bucks, because that's what it's all about, trying to find that right mixture to get the wins.
Well, I know that Christmas break, it can be a thorn to a team that's hot going into Christmas break. You don't want to stop playing. On the reverse side, a team that's kind of taken it on the chin a few times prior to Christmas, that can be a good reset tool. So.
Yeah, for sure. And especially when you don't come in with any wins. You know, you played 5 games. You played one amazing game that they just lost out at the end. And so you get that little rest, the relaxation, and then you come back to pounding the ball. And the Crusaders knew they were going to start their first game with playing Augusta. Augusta thought they were going to play collegiate Tuesday night. So you wonder if that gives them a little bit of an edge. You wonder, the Crusaders have to be aggressive. Natalia Krapels has to be willing to drive and shoot like we saw her in the first couple games. And that goes for everybody. Kaylin Seeley, Taryn Horning are going to have to get up shots for the Crusaders to succeed.
All right, should be a fun matchup on the girls' side. Guys, later tonight as we tip off the post-Christmas portion of the schedule. 3 games here the next week and a half. We'll be home against El Dorado coming up Tuesday night and a week from tonight. The long track down to Winfield. Buhler's longest road trip of the year. And then we get set for the SIT in Salina, January 20th and 22nd. I think in that 3-week stretch, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's some winnable games there. So,
yeah, no doubt about it.
We'll see if we can get some. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by the Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Meat, Rise Up Reno, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Back more of our Midway Motors drive to the game after this on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
The Midway Motors drive to the game on HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Hey, sports fans. All great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
Did you know that the evaporated salt produced at your local Cargill salt facility is among the purest of all salts? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
We're warming things up at Next Tech Wireless with a great gift. Black Friday and beyond, you'll get a new device on us up to $9.99. That includes the new iPhone 13 Pro and Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Bring your number to us and get a $100 Visa gift card today. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to get you set up and we'll even put a bow on it. Come visit, call, or text us at 877-621-2600. We are Kansas.
HKFM.
And we're back here at Hooter Gym in Augusta. Crusader basketball tonight on HKFM. We mentioned elsewhere in the league, McPherson at Winfield in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard tonight, from regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work. Your hometown dentist is Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Other games: Circle at El Dorado, Clearwater at Rose Hill, Mulvane at Wellington, and Collegiate is at Andale. The Collegiate guys currently lead Division 4 of the AVCTL. Elsewhere on our network tonight, Sedgwick at Lions, Bourdain Academy at Trinity Catholic, Hillsborough at Halstead, and Cheney at Kingman. We'll keep you updated on the scores elsewhere in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Buhler and Augusta here. 3 games before we get to the SIT in the middle part of the season. Augusta, El Dorado, and Winfield coming up. Wraps up the first time through the league. And we'll get to starting lineups here in just a minute. But I think Coach a lot maybe awarding what she sees in practice. And I like that. I think that's a good way to go about things. Put in the time, put in the effort in practice, and get rewarded with a chance to start.
Yeah, no doubt. You want to reward the hard work and practice, and like you mentioned earlier, just trying to find that right combination of ladies on the floor to give the Crusaders the best chance to win.
Our wrestling team is, they'll be here in Augusta, both JV and varsity tomorrow. They've got tournament action here. Swimming next in action Tuesday in Hutchinson. And bowling gets their season underway. Their first meet of the year on Tuesday as well. That'll be at home at the Alley in Hutch against Collegiate Tuesday afternoon. Crusader basketball. The Midway Motors drive to the game. Midway Motors, family owned and operated, committed to making our communities a better place to live. Visit one of their 6 locations throughout central Kansas. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. It seems like it's been a while since we had a game. I don't know, you guys, I liked a little bit of an extended break there. It was a nice refresher. Ready to get going again, though. And certainly it's cold enough outside for basketball.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think the thing, just like with the players, the officials, everybody having that break, like you talked about, Carson, gives you a chance to reset and start the year just feeling refreshed. You know, I'm excited to watch basketball again and excited to see the progress that was made by both the boys and the girls teams over Christmas break.
You're going to go start the car for me after the game, aren't you?
Somebody's not here to speak for themselves. I might send Colton out there.
There you go. Well, maybe that's what we brought Caden along for tonight.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
It's supposed to warm up tomorrow, but it definitely icy out there today.
And no practice for the Crusaders yesterday. So we'll see what that does. I'm sure all of them watched film and had a film session, but
a little bit of a different schedule with the day out because of the snow yesterday. And coaches don't like changes. They are creatures most of the time of habit.
Well, and the reason being for that is, you know, you want to try to control so many things that you can, because there are so many things you can't control. And so your schedule, getting into routine, those are all things that you can control. And so, yeah, when they have those random snow days, it kind of throws things off kilter a little bit.
During that, they moved the Chiefs game up from Sunday to Saturday, the flex schedule for TV. And Coach Reed was talking about, how he has to redo all of his routine, and everything he would normally do, pushes everything a day up, and not too happy about that.
Yes, no, and especially at that level, those guys are really going to be picky on how they schedule things.
I like my naps at the same time every day. I understand.
Yeah, you mentioned it, semester change. You got kids who are at the K-State game, and today was their first. They're doing a whole bunch of new stuff. So you wonder if that plays any role. I mean, obviously, I kind of feel, I'm a baseball player. I'm superstitious. I feel like it does. But, hopefully it doesn't for these Lady Crusaders. You watch them here in pregame. They're nice, relaxed, focused, but still having fun. And so that's a good sign to see pregame.
I feel like baseball's like the height of superstition.
Yeah, probably.
Those guys don't change their underwear for a season. They take it to
Hey, be careful. I haven't gone that far.
They take it to another level. All right, should be fun tonight. We'll come back starting lineups. And the opening tip in our ladies contest, Buhler and Augusta. Enjoy it tonight, Crusader basketball, here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Some of the most important ingredients are the ones you can't see. At Countryside Feed, we offer consistency. Feed recipes customized specifically for your herd with meticulous formulas to provide reliable nutrition time after time. And traceability, the ability to track ingredients from field to feed to farm. To learn more, go to countrysidefeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
HKFM.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hooter Gym in Augusta, live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Let Allen Samuels of Hutch help you with the make and model that best suits your lifestyle and budget. Online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Sterling College basketball coming up on the network tomorrow as the Warriors make the short trip to McPherson. They'll take on the Bulldogs tomorrow afternoon. Ladies tip at 2. And the men still looking for their first conference win of the year at 4 o'clock. 1:45 for the pregame. Tomorrow, Sterling at McPherson here on HKFM. Next Tuesday, we'll be back in the friendly confines of the Fieldhouse as the Crusaders host El Dorado. And then on the road, coming up a week from tonight at Winfield. Let's meet tonight's HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. Augusta 0-4, 0-2 in the league. Rennie Malloy is the 4th-year head coach of the Orioles. They will start like this: a 5'3" senior, number 2, Ella Puckett; a 5'4" junior, number 4, Aspen Peterson; a 5'9" senior, number 13, Allison Timberlake; a 6' senior, number 24, Sydney Scott; and a 6'1" junior, number 31, Avery Williams. Again, it is Puckett, Peterson, Timberlake, Scott, and Williams for the Orioles, who threw 4 games on the year, averaging 30.5 points, giving up 42.5. And they've had a couple of close losses, lost by 10 to Abilene, and lost on the road at Circle by just 6. Lady Crusaders at 0-5, 0-2 under second-year head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. They average 29 points a game, while so far it has been a gauntlet of a schedule, giving up 66. I think that'll even out a little bit, hopefully, as we go along. Starters tonight at one guard, a 5'4" junior, number 5, Taryn Horning. Taryn averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds a game. Another guard, Merritt Lackey, 5'9" senior, back for her second game after illness, averaging 4 points in the 2 games that she has played so far this year. In the post, a 5'9" freshman, number 22, Charlie Baxter. Charlie averaging 3 points, 2.5 rebounds. Leading scorer, a 5'9" senior, number 25, Abby Yutzi, averaging 6.5 points and 7 boards. And making her first start tonight, a 6' junior, number 33, Desa DeVinny, averaging 2 points a game. Horning, Lackey, Baxter, Yutzi, and DeVinny for the Crusaders. It'll be in their road blacks tonight with the maroon trim and maroon letters. Home white uniforms, orange trim and orange numerals for the Orioles. Again, the Division III standings: Winfield, Circle, McPherson, all coming into tonight at 2-0. Augusta, Buhler, and El Dorado with 0-2. And one of these 2 teams will get their first one of the year tonight. 4A state rankings this week: Miege, Wamega, Wellington, Eudora, and Andale, the top 5. Lewisburg, Rock Creek, Clearwater, Levant County, and Topeka, Hayden round out the top 10. Here in the West, Chris Shank, Carson Muller with you. Hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight here on KWHK Hutchinson, on the Astro Radio app, and on the Crusader Sports Network. Well, did you fellas get anything for Christmas that was overly exciting?
I got a heater in my truck.
That is fantastic.
Nice. It's nice.
Absolutely.
I got a Pizza Hut triple treat box.
I'm down with both of those. I got some much needed time off, so that's
always needed.
Got to spend some time with my wife's family and all of their animals. Tip set and controlled by Buhler. Abby Yutzi grabs onto it, but then had a foot out of bounds.
Augusta applying that full court pressure. Let's see if the Lady Crusaders can just slow down and break through and get that pressure to back off.
Back with that 2-1-2 press. And Ord will work it across the timeline, right to left. Shields off the defender, near side of Horning. Tarrant turns the corner, floater in the lane. A little too strong, rebound down low, pulled down by Dalzell of Augusta. Orioles push it up the far side of the floor. Timberlake inside. The catch through the hands of Scott, out of bounds. Looks like another foul, I believe, on DeVinny down low. That'll get Abby Utsi off the bench. DeVinny will come out with her second personal foul.
Yeah, and DeVinny trying to just do a nice job inside, protecting the rim there from Sydney Scott.
Not a shooting foul, so Augusta will play it in off their baseline. It goes through the hands of Scott in the lane, picked off by Krafels. Here comes Natalia, layup, yes! And the game is tied again.
Great to see Krafels get the steal and the coast-to-coast run out.
7-7, 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Orioles in their half of the floor with a floater in the lane, good by Ella Puckett.
Puckett just looking really smooth and confident when she let go of that shot there.
Get her 23 seconds to work here. As we get late into the first quarter, here is Natalia Krafels. Pass deflected, stolen away by Allison Timberlake. Timberlake's layup is good, and it's a 4-point Oriole lead at 11-7.
Now for the Crusaders, you just don't want to let anything dumb happen here to close the quarter.
A half-court shot well short by Gracie Ord, and that'll get us to the end of the first. Wheeler's tied it on 3 different occasions, but Augusta, a couple of back-to-back buckets off turnovers late first, and they lead it by 4, 11-7. You're listening to Crusader Basketball. Back in a minute on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Neufield's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Neufield's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. It's 2022 and the brand new you is all about enjoying the little things in life and being happy. Well, if it's smiles you love, you're in luck. We sell them by the dozen. 30th Street Daylight Donuts has Hutchinson's biggest selection of donuts made fresh every single morning. We're open every day at 5 a.m. or you can order ahead online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com and we'll have them ready when you come. Stop in and see us, 1435 East 30th in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball here on HKFM. It'll be Augusta ball to start the second quarter. 11-7, 3 rattles in and out by Ella Puckett. Rebound, Abby Utsi down low. And Utsi up the floor right to left. Lost the dribble out of bounds across the timeline. It'll be an 8th Buhler turnover. Crusader basketball brought to you tonight by Ray & Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, the Sheena Metzger Agency, by The Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. This is senior Ella Puckett, far side circle to Aspen Peterson. Augusta back in a half court, up 4, 11-7. Here's Puckett long 2, right slide, swishes through. It is a 6-0 Augusta run, and the O's now lead by 6, 13-7.
Well, you just feel like for the Lady Crusaders, it's really critical that they don't let Augusta build any sort of lead here in this first half.
Horning's got it. She'll shoot the 3 left side. It's going to be strong. Amy Stallman, 6-foot senior, out of the timeout between quarters into the ball game for the Crusaders. That shot missed. Rebound Augusta.
Zone look for the Crusaders.
Peter's got to protect and not turn the ball over. And there's a floor. Foul on the floor in the corner. Abby Utsi trying to block the pass of Sydney Scott. Got her on the arm. That'll be the second on Utsi. Abby's really not offensively been much a part of the game yet. Certainly would like to see that change. She'll come out of the lineup, and Natalia Krafels back in. Out front, Puckett with it. Buhler's got to that 2-3 zone. Far side circle to Peterson. Try to limit the damage inside. Scott underneath, goes around the rim, and it won't go in. Shot missed. Rebound Charlie Baxter. Like Baxter, somebody's got to pick her up. finds Krafels across the timeline. Natalia all the way to the far side baseline. In the lane here is little Taryn Horning, lost the dribble, stolen away. Another Buhler turnover. Just got to find a way to take better care of the basketball.
Yeah, I feel like at the offensive end, Buhler just kind of rushing things here.
Absolutely. Timberlake with it, far side for Augusta. Open three, Puckett, short. Rebound mid lane to Marin Lackey.
Good job by Marin, just kind of settling things down there defensively.
Marin will bring it across the timeline, off to Charlie Baxter. Baxter up top with it, guarded by Allison Timberlake.
Yeah, Baxter's getting into some trouble, picking up the dribble way out high on the perimeter.
He gets sealed across that midcourt line. It acts as a second defender. You got nowhere to go. There's Krafels off on the wing to Baxter. That's great defense by Allison Timberlake. Baxter gets around her, floater in the lane. Soft shot though, short, won't go. Rebound Augusta.
Yeah, Baxter's not just picking it up for the heck of it out there in the perimeter. I mean, it's a credit to Allison Timberlake. She is just playing tough perimeter defense.
Here is Timberlake out high, near side circle, three by Ella Puckett. And that is good. Puckett's got 5 in the second quarter now, 17 for the game, but it's a 9-point game. This is a 9-0 Augusta run. And Buhler has the ball knocked away out of bounds in front of the Augusta bench. Stoppage of play here. Emily Eagleson and Charlie Licklider back into the Augusta lineup. Gracie Ord returns for Buhler, and Claudia Taylor in for the first time, the 5'8 freshman. Ord's got it up near the timeline.
Buhler desperately needs to gin up some offense here.
Here's Seeley, Kaylin Seeley working it along the baseline. Contact and a foul. Kaylin Seeley missed 3 games in a row. Hutch, Circle, and Mack. She did not play because of an ankle injury.
Well, she is one of the fastest Lady Crusaders with the ball in her hands.
Kaylin, a 5'9 junior at the free throw line. First free throw is off and no good. 5 of 6 on the year at the line. She's a career 55% foul shooter.
And you talk about that foul shooting. She's a girl that really does a nice job of getting to the rim. So hopefully, bouncing back from the injury, she'll have some confidence on that ankle tonight.
Second free throw. Through and good for Seeley. That breaks the 9-0 run. Makes it 16-8. The other way, score it in the lane.
Yeah, Augusta with the run out that time. Nobody stopped the ball, and so they were able to get it down to the low block for the easy lay-in.
And that makes the lead 10, 18-8. Inside, Faith Miller make that Claudia Taylor with a shot missed. Rebound Augusta. Boy, Buhler just not able to find anything at the offensive end. So Augusta has the ball knocked away out of bounds here.
Yeah,
They'll stop play on the far side.
Good job by Seeley just coming out and swatting the ball. Buhler back in a man-to-man. They went zone there for a couple possessions.
And Gracie Ord runs into Puckett from behind up top. That'll be a whistle and a foul called on Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie just kind of a downhill run that time. Wasn't anticipating the Augusta offensive player to stop where she did.
Aspen Peterson returning here for the Orioles, who lead by 10, 18-8. This was a 7-7 game late first quarter. And the Orioles reeled off 9 straight points. They've scored 11 of the last 13 points scored in the game. There's a shot inside missed by Licklider and a rebound by Charlie Baxter.
Buhler just needs somebody to step up offensively.
Ord across the timeline and rifles it right to an Oriole. Stolen away by Augusta. Nice recovery, but a foul coming. Baxter knocks the ball away out of the hands of Licklider from behind. That's going to put Charlize Licklider at the line for 2.
Not a bad foul by Baxter that time. You don't want to give an untested layup attempt for free.
That is the first on Baxter. Already the 6th team foul at the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. Free throw is good for Licklider. Well, so Horning and Krafels will return. Stallman and Ord come out. I hate to beat a horse to death, but again, it's the turnovers that are hurting them tonight.
Yeah, turnovers and just, Buhler really hasn't been able to work through the offense very much in the half court.
Well, you know, they've seen so much pressure early in the year, and it's almost in their head now where they're rushing things to the point where they're committing turnovers that aren't forced. Here is Seeley with it across the timeline, races between two defenders, and a ball ripped away, and another turnover. And Kalen got away with a push in the back. Augusta.
Good hustle by Taylor.
Loses the ball, almost stolen away by Claudia Taylor. Orioles will save it. Taylor swats it away again, loose in the forward. Crayful's on the deck, dives for it, and comes up with a loose ball, but throws it right to an Oriole. And then Williams inside getting tangled up with Kalen Seeley, and a whistle and a foul call.
Yeah, that was a great effort there along the baseline by Crayful's. Able to come up with the loose basketball, but when she tried to throw it back into the lane to Seeley, just overshot Kalen.
That'll be a foul on Kalen Seeley. That'll be her first 17th foul. They're calling it 1-1 at the line for Avery Williams, the junior, with 4 points. And a free throw in and out, no good. Rebound down low to Charlie Baxter. Baxter brings it across the timeline. Up top to Claudia Taylor. Taylor lost the dribble, out of bounds, and another turnover.
Well, the tough thing for the Lady Crusaders at this point in the game, Augusta, a winless team as well. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. Buhler's got to start getting stops at the defensive end.
Allison Timberlake in front court with the ball, plays it in the lane. Nobody picks up Emily Wells, and she goes right to the cup for two, and coach wants timeout. 22-8. It's now a 14-point advantage for the Orioles. What was a 7-7 game, and the O's have blown it open with 3:19 to go in the second. Back in 60 seconds on HKFM at the Crusaders Sports Network.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Have you heard the buzz? Every Friday at Jackson Meat is Filet Friday. Save $1 off per pound on our famous bacon wrap filet steaks each and every Friday. Always fresh cut and ready for your enjoyment. Come see us at Jackson Meat in downtown Hutchinson.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
A 15-2 Augusta run here. Much of that off turnovers. Buhler with the ball out of the timeout. A spirited pep talk by Coach Mitchellstetter to our right. Charlie Baxter off to Taryn Horning, left side circle. Augusta has done I think, a fairly decent job. There's a three attempted by Baxter, and Timberlake commits the foul. It's going to be 3 at the line for CB. Augusta's done a pretty good job defensively, keeping Buhler out of the lane so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is Buhler's just second trip to the free throw line total, and a lot of that's because Buhler just hasn't been able to get shots to the rim.
Timberlake committing the foul her first. Baxter hits the first at the line. Charlie, previous to this, was 2 of 2 on the year. And knocks in the first free throw with 2:53 to go in the half. Second misses, she'll have one more. This is Alexis Martin, the 5'6" senior, coming into the game for Augusta for the first time as Eagleson. Both teams have gone deep off their bench here in this first half, just trying to find the right combinations. 2 of 3 at the line for Charlie. Baxter makes it 22-10, down to a 12-point game. Wait, if you could get this to single digits by halftime, you got to feel like you won something, don't you?
Yes, no, that is so critical right now for the Lady Crusaders. Try to get this down to 8 or 6 or less.
Crayful's will pick up Emily Wells full court. Defense, Wells ahead, front court, plays it Out front, Aspen Peterson. Peterson with a crossover dribble off a screen. A good job by Taylor there to recover. Peterson dribbles, kicks, corner, three. Out of the way, Wells missed. Long rebound, Augusta. Timberlake with it. Playing in the strike corner to Emily Wells. Out of the wing, a three. Misses, back iron by Timberlake. Rebound to Charlie Baxter.
Thankful Augusta missed that tray.
Baxter up the floor to Crafels. Crafels in that lane. Out front, Ord for three. It's good!
Second tray of the night for the Lady Crusaders. Gracie Ord's first bucket of the night gets us down to 9.
And just the second make from three on the year for Gracie. But what I like about that is she didn't have to think about it. Just catch and shoot. In the lane, streak to the cup. Shot missed by Wells. Rebound tussled for loose in the deck. Baxter's on it. And heads up timeout by Coach Mitchellstetter. Buhler gets it to single digits to 22-13. They'll have the ball when we come back with 1:48 to go in the half. Back in 30 seconds, Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
When disaster strikes your home or business, shop local. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When pipes break, fire strikes, or the unthinkable hits your home or business, call us. With over 10 years of experience, we know how to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration. We'll help you rise again after your disaster.
HKFM.
That Gracie Ord three was Buhler's first bucket, first field goal of the second quarter. 5-0 Buhler run, 22-13. They've got the ball with 1:40 to play here in the half. Ord's got it. The timeline guarded by Puckett. Near side, Claudia Taylor. Taylor, tough pass, picked off. Taken by Augusta. Puckett to the bucket. Maybe the third word that rhymes in that sequence. I don't have one. She stuck it.
Yep. You're living dangerously there.
24-13, another steal. Oh my goodness. And Williams scored. It's back out to double digits, 26-13. They have got to find a way to stop turning the ball over with such, I mean, just multiple times in a row each quarter. There's a three, multiple possessions in a row. Three missed by Ord. Rebound down low and a tie-up and a foul called. That's just going to put Augusta back in the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, Crafels just got her hand accidentally caught in kind of the breadbasket there of Avery Williams and got ripped down and got called for the foul.
Avery Williams with 6 points in the first half. She'll have 1-and-1 at the line. 8th team foul on the Crusaders. First personal on Crafels. And the free throw is good.
Well, just when the Lady Crusaders made that little run, Augusta answers back.
Amy Stallman replacing Claudia Taylor. Augusta pushes the lead back to 14. They could make it 15. That would be the largest with a second Williams free throw. It rattles in and out, though, no good. And a rebound for Marin Lackey. So 27-13. Lady Crusaders trailing by 14 as Ord has it out high, top of the circle. Plays it near side to Baxter. Baxter dribbling, forces up along two that rattles in.
Good to see Charlie just making something happen offensively on a night when the buckets have been hard fought.
That'll give her a career high with 6 points, 27-15. Three the other way missed by Augusta, ball out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. And with 19.7 on the clock, might they have a chance to get it to single digits here again?
Yes. Full court pressure being applied by the Lady Orioles.
Aaron Lackey into Charlie Baxter. Baxter dribbling to the free throw line, dumps it low, wide open. Natalia Crafels for two.
Great unselfish pass that time by Charlie Baxter down to Natalia.
27-17, lead is 10. Oh my goodness, a three banks in. Allison Timberlake went to the bank, threw up a prayer. And boy, sometimes the angles are right, aren't they?
Yeah, that's just a tough break for the Lady Crusaders there as they did such a nice job fighting multiple times down to single-digit leads, but Augusta answering back both times.
So it is a 13-point game at a halftime, 30-17. Ella Puckett in the first half with 9 for Augusta. Charlie Baxter leads the Lady Crusaders with 6. One of these teams will get their first win of the year here tonight. Crusader basketball brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal by the Prairie Bank of Kansas. Late Pad Insurance by Idea Tech and by Whipco Steel Products. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Or check out
On rebound, tapped about, taken by Augusta and stolen away. Yes!
Up with that big tray of any.
1:30 to play.
We can perform a physical on your behalf.
Lola Williams, 10-footer.
Good job by Dasa clearing
to the ball. Here comes Ord pushing the ball all the way down the middle of the lane for Buhler. Off to Horning for a right.
Travel, batteries or brakes, we are your locally owned, family-owned, full-service repair facility. Visit us today in South Hutchinson or go to redrockautocenter.com. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
The medicine shop. When you drop your prescriptions off, the personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need, delivered with speed. The lowest price is guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle at 14th and Main at the Little White Castle. You'll feel all better at the medicine shop.
Sports in a minute. I'm Brendan Dworzinski. The Kansas City Chiefs will wrap up the regular season on Saturday afternoon when they visit the Denver Broncos. The Broncos will be without several starters, while the Chiefs are expected to play their regular starters, and Chiefs radio voice Mitch Holthus spoke to WIBW Radio about this weekend's rivalry matchup.
I just want it to be a 3.5 quarter game. So the rest versus rest thing can still enter this game if you're up, let's say 27-3 at the 7.5 minute mark of the third quarter. That would be optimal if you're a Chiefs Kingdom fan. Here comes Chad Henne and a lot of Derek Gore, and no Mahomes, and get everybody out of there. If it's showing that Denver's not moving the ball. Now we know the Denver strength is on defense, and you cannot sleep on this game if you're a Chiefs fan. There's just too many numbers there that could point to Denver being ornery. I just think they're going to play with a lot of pride.
Kansas State men's basketball is still searching for their first conference win of the season after they fell to Texas earlier this week, 70-57 at Bramlage Coliseum. The Wildcats were up by 5 points and a half in that game, but with the team only having 7 players due to COVID-19 protocols, the Cats ran out of steam in half number 2. K-State will try to avoid a similar issue on the road this week as they head to Morgantown to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers. K-State will have 8 players available as Marquise Noel has cleared protocols who will play, joining the 7 who played against Texas. The coaching staff was not as lucky as head coach Bruce Weber is still in protocols, and assistant coach Shane Southwell, who coached the team against Texas, is now out as well due to COVID-19. Assistant coach Jermaine Henderson will assume head coaching responsibilities against West Virginia. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Cats as they head out west, looking for that first conference victory. Tip-off for K-State West Virginia will be happening tomorrow at 1 p.m. on ESPN+. Sports in a minute. I am Fulton Castro.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment or email online at drdowdds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. If you farm or in the agriculture, healthcare, construction, real estate, or own your own business, we'd love to talk to see how we can help your operation. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs. Above and beyond.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Well, we're back here at halftime. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report tonight. Lady Crusaders trailing Augusta 32-17. Tight game early. Buhler actually late first quarter tied this at 7. Orioles went on a 4-0 run to finish the quarter. 11-7, a 9-0 run into the second quarter made it 16-7. Buhler got within single digits a couple of times in the second quarter, but really for every Buhler score, Augusta had an answer and then some. And that banked 3 by Timberlake at the end of the first made it a 13-point game. 30-17. Augusta led by as many as 14 twice in the second quarter. Orioles 5 of 7 at the free throw line. Buhler 3 of 5. Orioles plus 6 from beyond the arc, 9-3. And really the turnovers. Buhler in double digits in turnovers with 13. A big story from the first half. Individual scoring. Ella Puckett leads all scorers with 9. For Augusta, Aspen Peterson with 3, Emily Wells with 2, Charlie Licklider with 2, Allie Timberlake with 5, and Avery Williams with 7. Buhler had 6, a career high in the first half from Charlie Baxter. Gracie Ord with 3, Natalia Krafels with 4, Taryn Horning with 3, and Kaylin Seeley with 1. Let's see what Buhler can put together. Can they find that right magic to take better care of the basketball coming up in the second half? Carson Moeller, that is, I think, really kind of the story of the season so far. Is they're just not getting nearly enough shots up on offense because of those turnovers.
Yeah, and when you don't get shots, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, then come the fouls, and it just keeps rolling, snowball effect. And so you really want this team to limit turnovers, but to do that, you got to make your passes a little less noticeable. You can't stare down the person you're passing to, and so it all starts with a press break. When the Crusaders get aggressive, and Charlie Baxter, we've seen it tonight, gets the ball and it comes to her, and she's playing the 3 position, and she puts her head down and she gets the ball across half court, and then she'll draw a foul or she'll pass it away. But the Crusaders, the aggression level has to bump up a little bit. You know, you're coming off break. This is your first game, trying to get back in the swing of things. We got to get going, we got to get going fast, especially when you're down 13 points to a team that you can compete with. Yeah. So you got to get going, and you got to get going fast, especially to start this half off.
Second half coming up after this on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Have an appliance that doesn't work or a yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron, and you can save the environment and put a little money in your pocket by bringing it to us at 700 South Main. Call us at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
Calling all 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, we are preparing for our annual Youth Empowerment Summit. Yes, we'll be on Martin Luther King Day, January 17th, 8:30 to 2 p.m. at Hutchinson High School. We have an incredible speaker, lots of activities, and don't forget, pizza for lunch. We'll see you there, 8:30 to 2 at Hutchinson High School. Register at riseupreno.org.
HKFM.
It'll be Buhler ball to start the second half live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, left to right. Charlie Baxter, Taryn Horning, Marin Lackey, Abby Utsi, and Desa DeVinny. This is Utsi. Down low ball knocked away. Augusta's really neutralized Abby Utsi. Set quite a bit with those 2 fouls in the first half. Certainly would help if they could get her going.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, just looking at the starting lineup, she's somebody that they need to get going offensively.
Buhler will play it in after the ball knocked away from Utsi. 30-17, 13-point game. This will be Horning to play it in. Out far right of the basket. To Baxter, the right side circle. Charlie, ball up top near the timeline to Horning. Horning crosses over. Far side, Lackey for three. Stick in there, no. Rims long. Rebound by Avery Williams using that length inside. That 6'1" frame for Augusta. Now an over and back called on Ella Puckett of Augusta.
Well, if you're the Lady Crusaders, you got to utilize this unforced turnover here to try to start chipping away slowly but surely at this Augusta lead.
Horning will have it on the inbound feed from Lackey, near side of Utsi. Abby in the lane, out on the wing. CB for three, too strong by Charlie Baxter. Rebound DeVinny inside. Plays it underneath to Utsi, layup good.
Great job by Abby. She got collapsed on by two Augusta defenders, put it once off the deck, worked baseline, and laid it in for two.
That's the Augusta lead to 11. Orioles the other way, right to left at 30-19. Here's Sydney Scott down low, count the bucket. And a foul. That's going to be on Desa DeVinny, I believe, and that'll be her third.
Yeah, DeVinny kind of had to fight through a screen, was late getting there to defend, and just made enough contact. Not enough to prevent the lay-in, but enough to draw the foul.
First bucket of the game for Sydney Scott. She'll add the free throw and the three-point play. And that'll make it 33-19, lead 14, and matches the O's largest lead from the first half. Now full court pressure, Horning ahead to Lackey. Across the timeline to Utsi. Utsi down that lane and scores it. Back-to-back buckets for Abby.
Well, Aaron, you called it. You said the Lady Crusaders needed to get Utsi going offensively, and she scored the last two buckets of this game.
Lead is 12, but there's a reach and foul out high. Marin Lackey on Ella Puckett. As Coach Mitchell-Stetter's going to get Natalia Krafels back into the Buhler lineup. DeVinny will come out with those three fouls. That'll be the first on Marin. Second team foul here in the second half. O's to play it in. Far side, midcourt, it'll be Allison Timberlake. Into Puckett. Far side circle to Timberlake. Puckett shields off a screen underneath. Stuck in traffic, score it. Boy, Scott just got stuck in the lane and forced up a shot, got it to go.
Yeah, very nice pick and roll play that time by Augusta.
35-21 the other way, reach and foul on the Orioles.
It's going to be on Avery Williams, her first. It'll be the first foul on Augusta this half.
So Williams commits the violation. Buhler will play it in half court. Here's Horning, out of the wing to Baxter, 35-21. Here's Krafels for three. That is short. Rebound inside to Williams. Augusta opening up this second half, hurting Buhler in the inside with Williams and Scott. Wonder if at some point they'll go back to that zone. Here's Scott, physical down low against Baxter. A lot of contact, shot short. Rebound Utsi. Abby out of there with it, left to right. Off the bounce, will play it to Horning out high. Far side Baxter calling for the ball to Lackey in the corner. Up top Utsi. Utsi drives around. Williams to the bucket. Shot blocked, out of bounds. And they're going to say it ricocheted off Utsi, and it'll be Augusta ball. Gracie Orrit returns And Marin Lackey out for the Crusaders.
So Buhler just with some offensive firepower out here. They got to start getting some stops defensively.
Being out-muscled a little bit here to start the second half in the interior. Avery Williams out of the wing to Scott in the corner to Timberlake. Boy, drove around. Baxter shot too strong though. Williams gets the rebound in traffic and saves it out high to Aspen Peterson. 5 minutes to play in the third.
Good job by the defense, forcing them to kick it back out.
35-21. Here's Scott catching it in the mid lane against Crafels. Out high, Peterson. Shot rattles around, won't go in. Rebound to Taryn Horning.
Nice job by Crafels boxing out her player.
Horning off to Baxter, and Charlie will try another three. This one rims long. Rebound Gracie Ord. Turnaround putback, no. Rebound tapped about, and that is off of Sydney Scott, out of bounds.
All right, so if you're Lady Crusaders, again, we talked about it, trying to get down to a single-digit lead before the half. Now the goal is trying to get that down here in this third.
Ward to play it in. Underneath the basket, Natalia Crafels. Plays it in the lane. Utsey drives to the bucket. All kinds of contact. And the official on the near side apparently swallowed his whistle. He can't find it to blow it. Taken away by Augusta.
He didn't get a whistle for Christmas.
Yeah. Left his whistle at home. Here's Williams in the corner. Up top to Peterson. She'll drive. Off right side circle to Timberlake. Inside Scott against Crafels. Natalia standing her ground, but so much length by Sydney Scott. And really, Scott did a good job of backing Crafels into the lane. She's got to stand her ground a little bit higher than that, force a longer shot. 37-21. Lead is 16 for the first time. Largest lead, 3:47 to go in the third. Crafels the other way in the lane. Off elbow shot. Jumper good by Taryn Horning.
Great assist that time by Crafels to Horning as the defenders really were all over Crafels, left Horning wide open.
37-23. Back to a 14-point game. And Crafels kind of getting back down there by Scott. She gets older and wiser. She'll learn how to not allow that to happen.
Yeah, Crafels giving up a lot of height as well.
Substitutions, Kaylin Seeley, Faith Miller in for Buhler. Crafels and Baxter come out. Orioles bring in some new faces. Emery Eagleson into the ball game here, as is Charlize Licklider. Orioles up 37-23. Ball knocked away. Saved right wing by Licklider. Scott's been the spark plug. 7 points, all in the third quarter. Then Williams lost the ball inside, taken away by Buhler. Picked off ahead to Seeley. Shot missed off the left baseline, but a whistle and a foul call. That'll put Kaylin at the line shooting two.
I tell you, one of the things I love about Kaylin Seeley, she is not afraid to try to go at that rim, no matter how well it's defended. Did a good job of drawing the foul that time.
Actually be a good poker player, shouldn't he?
Yes, expressionless.
Free throw good by the junior. Grace Dalzell back in for Augusta. Sydney Scott, boy, she's had a great third quarter. Had she 7 points?
Yes. Was scoreless in the first half, but 7 points this quarter.
And Seeley, 1 of 2 at the line. Rebound by Dalzell for Augusta. Seeley, 50%, 2 of 4 tonight. 37-24. Lead is 13. Buhler on a mini 3-0 run here, and Augusta just turned it over, looking for Dalzell on the right wing. The pass not there.
Nice job by Horning, kind of speeding her up there.
Buhler a chance to whittle it down a little bit more with 2:51 to go in the third. Here is Horning across the timeline, left to right, sprints past the defender into the lane. Jumper missed. Rebound, Gracie Ord.
Great offensive rebound by Ord to keep possession.
Ord's got it here in this right wing. Looking in the lane, Utsey against Williams. Off to Ord at the foul line. Turnaround shot missed. Rebound saved by Abby, who got, oh, come on. Wow. Got pushed out of bounds. It's going to be Augusta ball.
Yeah, Utsey kind of went flying there, just right underneath the bucket. No call, however.
Coach Mitch is going to get to Natalia Crafels back in the lap. Utsey comes out. Augusta's got 6 players on the floor right now. Now they send Charlize Licklider to the bench. Orioles to play it in against full court pressure. up by 13, led by as many as 16 here in the third. Aspen Peterson up top, guarded by Faith Miller. Drives to the left, rifles a pass inside Williams over Crafels. So hard for Natalia, who's given up, boy, talk about Scott and then Williams giving up a ton of size inside.
Yeah, the length for Augusta really bringing home the bacon for him tonight.
39-24 lead, 15. Buhler the other way. Here's Faith Miller off in the right corner to Taryn Horning. And Teal dribbled it up top to Seeley. Kalen drives, cut off in the high post, right side now. Splits two defenders to the bucket. Shot missed. Rebound. It deflected off Augusta, out of bounds. Desa DeVenny will return for the Crusaders, and Seeley will go out. Ord to play it in, left to the basket. 1:42 to go in the third. Here is Gracie, ball head over high. Crafels underneath, shot too strong. Rebound Avery Williams.
Yeah, Buhler just having one of those nights. It's tough to score.
Williams down the right side lane line, stripped to the ball, and out of bounds off the Crusaders. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, APAC Shears, by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rec. This is Allie Timberlake to play it in, off the bounce, shot short inside, rebound, put back no by Aspen Peterson. Rebound, Crafels ahead to Ord. Here comes Gracie. Up that floor, floater in the lane, in and out, back in.
Good to see Gracie getting her first bucket of the second half. Cuts the lead back to 13.
39-26. And a timeout Augusta with 1:08 to go here in the third. Buhler down 39-26. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call us at Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson. We know metal. This is Sarah Johnson, and my family has been in business for 99 years. With a huge stock of different sheets, shapes of steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum, Johnson Sheet Metal has what you need. We cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications, and can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal.
HKFM.
Back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Online at allensamuelshutch.com. Augusta with the ball and a 13-point advantage, 39-26. Buhler right close to their scoring average in the year of 29. Here's a pass deflected by Faith Miller. And then Augusta is going to be whistled for a violation.
Yep, second over and back call this half alone on the Orioles.
I kind of saw that one coming. Back up now in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, 40-17. I know you like the bigs for, Carson really likes those bigs for Augusta. There's a tie up at the top of the circle, or getting tied up with Aspen Peterson. And on the air, it'll be Augusta ball. But I'm telling you what's happening in that game. Winfield's never getting the ball inside.
Yeah.
Because like Buhler had trouble doing a couple of weeks ago. Their guards are having trouble getting the ball across the midcourt line.
Yep.
Without seeing the game, that's just my guess.
Yeah.
Oh. There's a reach-in foul on Gracie Ord. Near side circle. Augusta's Aspen Peterson with the ball. And Ord come with a quizzical look on her face. It'll be her second personal. Third team foul here in the half on the Crusaders. Timberlake to play it in. Puckett out high against Horning. Off a screen, Puckett rolls right side into the hands of Peterson. Up top to Allie Timberlake. Inside turnaround short by Dalzell. Rebound loose. Good save by DeVenny. Ahead to Crafels. Natalia coast to coast. Oh, lost the ball. Taken from behind by a sneaky Puckett. She snuck it away. The other way inside, looking for Williams underneath, ball out of bounds. He'll stay with Augusta.
Yeah, nice job by Crafels getting back and defending that post-entry pass.
Actually, Allie Timberlake will play it in, right of the Orioles basket. In the corner to Peterson, and she lost it. This time Ord forcing the turnover. It'll be Buhler ball. You like how this little rhymes, Puckett, snuck it?
Yes. That's just a name that just scares me a little bit.
Coming up with those off the fly.
Yeah. We haven't had our Kirby Puckett reference yet.
And 2 seconds left. Buhler will not get a shot off before the end of the third. 3 quarters in, Augusta on their home floor looking for their first win with a 13-point advantage, 39-26, and we're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, 37 Print Co. in Hutch has you covered. Hi, I'm Amanda. Check out our work on Facebook, 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
HKFM.
Here we go to the fourth in a 39-26 game. Buhler ball to start the final 8 minutes. Each team scored 9 third quarter points. 13-point game at a halftime, 13-point game here. And Charlie Baxter stuck with the ball, called for a double dribble, picked up her dribble. Another one of those things you just got to learn as the defense, the competition gets stiffer. Some of those things like picking your dribble up high near the midcourt line, it's things you can't get away with.
Yeah, and she was close enough to the far sideline that just not a lot of space there.
So Orioles have it to our left, back with the ball. Right side circle, Aspen Peterson against Buehler's man. Scott banging hard inside, and that's going to be a foul on Emmy Stallman.
Yeah, if Stallman had just got her feet set a little earlier, she would have probably had an opportunity to draw the charge.
Yeah, it was very good help defense.
Scott's been the best player for either team in the second half. And a free throw is true. That's her 8th point all in the second half. Foul first on Stallman, 4th team foul. Fourth quarter to start. It is Utsi, Baxter, Ord, Stallman, and Lackey. And Scott hits 2 free throws to make it a 15-point game. Second time the Orioles have led by 15 tonight, 41-26. Buhler ball to our right, 7:20 to go in the game. Gracie Ord off to Charlie Baxter, far side circle. CB drives. Baseline, lost it, out of bounds. Another Buhler turnover.
Yeah, Avery Williams, 6'1", junior, really just kind of giving the Lady Crusaders fits out there with their perimeter defense.
Well, we're anticipating the guys game. This has not been a gym our guys have traditionally played very well in. Augusta lost 4 of their 5 starters from last year's state qualifier, though. There's Williams with a miss. Rebound tapped about, taken by Gracie Ord. Ord dribbling through traffic. Into front court, stops, pops from 3. The bank for Gracie Ord is open, her 2nd tray of the night.
Gracie Ord now with 8 points tonight. Lady Crusaders need to get something going here offensively.
They down to 12, 41-29, 6.5 to play. Nice pass inside to Scott, layup good. She's been good, fellas, here in the second half.
It was a great pass to Scott. She was able to catch it, keep it high, and just lay it in for 2.
43-29, Ord the other way, crossed the timeline, left to right, lost the dribble, picked off by Ella Puckett. Ella Puckett, layup, yes.
And so this run, just when Buhler had a little momentum, back-to-back buckets for Augusta, stretch the lead back out.
16-point game. Utsi right side circle drives, wraparound pass to Stallman. Can't catch it cleanly. Up top, Gracie Ord wants another 3. Missed, back iron. Rebound down low by Sydney Scott.
It's a great feed by Abby Utsi.
Yeah, every time they get a hold of a little bit of momentum, then back-to-back turnovers, man, it'll bite you.
Yep.
Those have it in their half court. They can burn clock here with 5:41 to play. Aspen Peterson in the lane up top. Allie Timberlake 3 short. Rebound Marin Lackey. Pulled down by the senior who's committed to play soccer next year at Hutchinson Community College. And there's Baxter, baseline jumper. Shot blocked, but a foul called. Aspen Peter, Avery Williams shaking her head like, I don't think so. That'll put Baxter at the line. Charlie tonight is 2 of 3. Speaking of HCC, during the Christmas break, Bradley Neal announced that he signed to play baseball.
He's here and he's decked out in HCC gear.
As Baxter's free throw is good. He'll be pitching for the Blue Dragons.
Yeah, the other day I drove by the Blue Dragons indoor practice facility there around the elevator at 17th and Severance and saw him out there throwing to some of the HCC players outside.
Baxter 1 of 2 at the line. It is 45-30, 15-point game. Scott's got it left baseline, guarded by Stallman. Out of the wing to Timberlake. Back into Scott. Over Stallman. Shot missed. Rebound Taryn Horning. I'll make sure to remind him he's got a high school season to play before he can focus on that, huh?
Oh, trust me, he knows.
Baxter with it in the right corner. Ball poked away. Charlie gets it back. Feeds it into Utsi. Utsi over Williams and score it for Abby. She's got 6.
All 6 of those points coming in the second half for Abby.
45-32 lead is 13. Can they just get a couple of stops, a couple of positive things to happen in a row on offense? They could be in this game.
Yeah, and it really kind of put some pressure on Augusta. If
Good
they
defense by Horning. They find inside. Shot blocked. Licklider had it knocked away from behind. Was that Utsi or Ord that swatted that away? They call it off Augusta. Great defensive possession there. Going to be Buhler ball.
So now the Lady Crusaders force the turnover. They're approaching the halfway mark here in this fourth quarter. Need to desperately try to get it down.
Utsi out. Crayfles in. Augusta picks up full court pressure. Here's Charlie Baxter. Baxter left to right across the timeline, off to Ord. Ord near side circle. Guarded by Licklider in the man-to-man. 4:08 to play. Out front, Baxter trying to tightrope the timeline, and she's going to be fouled. Williams trying to shove her into backcourt. And that whistle will be the second on Avery.
Yeah, it doesn't work. You can't push the offensive player out of bounds or across the half-court line.
Fourth team foul on Augusta. Buhler ball far side. It'll be Crayfles to play it in. Natalia into Gracie. Gracie Ord up top. Buhler down 13. Crossover dribble wide open the lane. Ord to the bucket. Nobody in the lane for Augusta. Ord took it right down Broadway to make it 45-34. It's an 11-point game.
New career high for Gracie Ord.
Orioles the other way. 3, Ella Puckett missed. Rebound inside, stick back missed. Rebound, boy, Baxter had it ripped away. Another shot missed. Scott inside, and she is fouled. Boy, just the inability to get inside and clear the glass. And that is going to reward Sydney Scott with 2 free throws. You have Emery Eagleson in there, who's 5'5", who had 2 of those rebounds. You cannot let a 5'5" guard. I mean, one is understandable. The second time.
Yeah, it was just a really kind of frustrating offense or defensive series there for the Lady Crusaders.
Utsi and Stallman out. Baxter will come out, replaced by Lackey, as Scott hit that first free throw. And she'll have 1 more. She's not missed tonight. 4 of 4. 3:30 to play in the game, and that one rolls around and in. She stays perfect. What a second half for Sydney Scott. 13 second half points. 47-34.
Nice find.
Inside, nice feed to Crayfles for 2, and Natalia's got 6.
Great assist that time by Utsi.
47-36, lead is 11. 3:10 to go. Ella Puckett dumps it off, right side circle to Emily Eagleson. Out front to Licklider. Licklider far side to Puckett. And Puckett will be fouled by Ord. So much more flow to the game, too. The Crusaders more success, obviously, when they're taking better care of the ball. That foul will be the 4th on Gracie Ord. She's going to come out of the game. replaced by Faith Miller. So it's Miller, Horning, Lackey, Crafels, and Utsi. The 5 for Coach Mitchellstetter right now. 2:57 to play. Here is Ella Puckett, guarded by Miller. They'll set a screen with Scott out high. Nice pick and roll down low, but good recovery by Abby Utsi. Oh, no, don't call a foul there. They're going to call a reach in on Abby. I was hoping for a tie-up.
Yeah, she did a good job. The Augusta player, Sydney Scott, brought the ball down, and Utsi did a great job of getting her hands in and trying to tie her up.
That'll put Scott at the line for 1-on-1. Is any doubt who the second half player in this game has been?
Sydney Scott has just been unconscious from the free throw line, too. She's now 6 of 6 from the line, and all of her points here in the second half.
14 points now from senior Sydney Scott, who was scoreless at halftime, and she missed a free throw. That's the one thing she's done wrong in the second half. 48-36. Lead 12 inside Utsi and score it. Abby's got 8.
Glad to see her just take it confidently all the way to the rim.
10-point game, 48-38, 2:32 to go. Here is Ella Puckett looking inside, ball picked off. A steal by Natalia Crafels.
Can we get it to a single-digit lead here?
Time not on the side of Buhler, but they need a bucket in a hurry. Faith Miller out of the right wing with it, drives inside. Shot missed. Rebound Crafels out of the wing. Horning. Terrence 3 off the mark. Rebound underneath Crafels. A second offensive rebound falling out of bounds though. Can't save it. Taken away by Augusta. And a wide open Sydney Scott. Although she can't get the pass cleanly, she's able to turn around and score it. It was a pass off the mark, but a good gather. And boy, Scott, she's been great in the second half. 50-38, timeout on the floor, 1:54 left, and we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Hi, this is Cook Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Well, the good news, Buhler so far has outscored Augusta by 1 in the second half. Bad news is they were down 13 at halftime. So
yeah, the Lady Crusaders showing a lot of fight and hustle here down the home stretch.
50-38. Aaron Lackey has the ball inbounds out of the timeout. Lackey across the timeline, guarded by Aspen Peterson. Aaron out high, kind of dribbled it into no man's land and had it stolen away by Allie Timberlake. Peter will host winless El Dorado on Tuesday night. And that'll be another opportunity for a win. Peterson with it inside Williams. He goes through the hands of Avery.
Great job by Crafels defending.
Peterson, floater in the lane, missed. And a rebound underneath to Faith Miller. Miller ahead to Horning. Horning in the corner. Lackey, 3, yes! First bucket of the game for Marin.
Gets it down to a 9-point game. See if the Lady Crusaders can try to conjure something up here.
Peter has outscored Augusta by 4 now in the second half. Orioles with it, Puckett. Up high, 52 seconds to go. Out of the wing, Timberlake for 3. Answers the 3 from Lackey. 53-41, lead back to 12, 39 seconds to go. Marin from the free throw line, banked it in. Marin with back-to-back buckets for the Crusaders.
Well, I think something for Buhler when we play these ladies the second go-round, the more we can get to the open floor, the better off we are.
Full court pressure. Ella Puckett having trouble getting the ball across the timeline. So the Orioles will force a timeout. We've said this, I think, each game this year. When Buhler's able to settle into their half-court offense and not force things that aren't there, success.
Yeah, and the Crusaders, I really hear when we had some possessions here where we got the ball sped up a little bit offensively, we actually looked better, which I think quickness-wise, we have more quickness than these ladies, but just their bigs are just very athletic and very talented.
I mean, we struggled when we tried to pound the ball inside, and when you don't have height to match a team, that's hard to get shots up, and we struggled down the first half. Look at the second half. We're winning by 1 right now if you start the game the second half, and so what's created that opportunity is the Crusaders' transition offense, throwing the ball around, moving it across, trying to get a fraction of an open look, and they're able to knock down those shots. These girls have played a lot of basketball. All they got to do is continue to settle in, know the roles, and Marion Lackey continuing to knock down shots is a bright spot in this game right now.
21.7 left here, and Augusta will play it in. Up by 10. And Aspen Peterson lost it. Good defensive play there by Kaylin Seeley. It'll be Buhler ball.
Lady Crusaders still battling hard, even though they're down 10 with 19.7 left.
And now Coach Mitchelstetter wants a timeout with 19 seconds on the clock. We'll take one as well back after this 30-second timeout from Augusta. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
What do you look for in an insurance company? Hello, this is Brad Patton from Wade Patton Insurance. If you're looking for sound advice, dependable service, and the careful evaluation of your family's insurance needs, you should give us a call. At Wade Patton Insurance, we specialize in personal service. Your agent that evaluates and sells you your policy is the same agent that will be there answering questions and providing sage advice when you need it. So if you're looking for personal service from an accessible agent, check us out online or give us a call at 620-662-5469.
HKFM.
Well, earlier tonight in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, the girls C team won here at Augusta 30-27. The boys freshman game, Augusta won a tight back and forth contest 44-40.
And final, McPherson wins by 21, 43-22 in the girls game.
I'd like to say I'm surprised.
Well,
are you really though?
But I'm not.
Yep. You're the king until somebody takes you down.
That's right. This case, the queen.
Yes.
Here's Ord, a 3 out of the timeout, missed. Rebound, Augusta, they can dribble it out with 11 seconds to go. They're going to pick up their first win on their home floor. There's a steal. Ord ripped it away to Lackey, ahead to Baxter. And Baxter looking inside, and the time will expire here in Augusta tonight, and the Orioles will win it by a final score of 53-43. Augusta improves to 1-4 on the year, 1-2 in the league. And they will travel to McPherson on Tuesday. Oh, yay! Buhler falls to 0-6 and 0-3. And they will host El Dorado in the Fieldhouse next Tuesday night. 53-43, the final. We'll talk about it when we come back on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack post-game show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.
We're warming things up at Next Tech Wireless with a great gift. Black Friday and beyond, you'll get a new device on us up to $9.99. That includes the new iPhone 13 Pro and Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Bring your number to us and get a $100 Visa gift card today. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is ready to get you set up, and we'll even put a bow on it. Come visit, call, or text us at 877-621-2600. We are Kansas.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out the Crusader Closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are updated continually. From seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers, Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club page on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
It's the New Year New Ride sale going on now through January 8th at all Midway Motors locations. We were built for one-stop shopping and have all the brands and inventory ready for immediate delivery. Simply pick out a new or used vehicle and we will give you 90 days, no payments, plus make your first payment up to $500. Trade-in values have never been higher, and we have over 500 new and used vehicles in stock to choose from. Stop by Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or Hillsboro, and your first payment is on us.
Find us at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Everybody, welcome back as we take a look at our final totals tonight, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years, online at adamsbrown.cpa.com. Well, things you can tack into the positive category. Buhler offensively did win the second half, outscoring Augusta 26-23. Down the stretch, it felt like they turned it over less, got into their offense some more, and some nice things happened. They just weren't able to get enough stops. On the other end, Sydney Scott went off in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, really the story of the game was Sydney Scott's play in the second half. But, you know, when you're having a year like Buhler is where, you know, they're still winless, you try to find that glass half full thing. And the thing I came away from that Augusta game, there was numerous times where Augusta looked like they were maybe going to run away with it, and our girls clawed, fought, and scratched back their way into it. And, you know, I really do think that this is an Augusta team that when they come back to Jim Baker Fieldhouse, we have a shot of beating them.
And we're going to be a different team. You know, you look at our schedule, we have the rest of the league play and then the SIT. And there are a couple more winnable games coming up, and so it'll be interesting to see how these girls continue to develop, bouncing off of tonight's performance.
And Carson, you talked about it. How will they handle Williams? Turned out to be Scott inside. I think that's something else second time around. They've got to figure out a way to play them a little bit tougher in the interior.
Yeah, and that's something we kind of expected coming into the season, is the lack of height. You know, you lose Hutton, Specht, and Hainan down low, and you're not left with much size. Now, we've seen physicality from Crafels. We've seen physicality from Baxter, and so they're going to have to step up, especially when they're asked to play together. They're going to be guarding those two big girls along with Utsi, so and able to really tack on that physicality, they got to beat them up down low when they don't have the ball.
And that's probably why Desa DeVeni started tonight. Unfortunately for Desa, while she can match physicality, she just doesn't probably have the same athleticism as Williams does on the inside.
Yeah, just not the physicality or just the experience on the varsity floor. You know, she's played a really integral role on JV, but just the speed of a varsity game versus JV.
One of those kids you like because she's going to give you everything she's got.
Oh, yeah, no, she will battle hard for you. And on the defensive end, and, you know, her thing is just offensively. Once she gets a little bit more sure, she'll be able to be more of a threat offensively. And but yeah, slowing down the bigs, that's definitely why the Cry played her so much tonight.
Augusta outscored Buhler at the free throw line 11-5 in this game, even from beyond the arc, 12-12. Really, those free throws, of course, the turnovers, the difference in the game. Individual totals, Sydney Scott leads all scores with 16. She had all of that in the second half. Talapaka with 11, Aspen Peterson with 3, Emily Wells with 2, Charlie Licklander with 2, Allison Timberlake with 8, Avery Williams with 9. Buhler led by Gracie Orts 10. That is a career high for Gracie. Career high also for Charlie Baxter with 8, Abby Utsi with 8. Natalia Crafels had 6, Taryn Harding with 5, Erin Lackey with 5, and Kaylin Seeley with 2. 43-53, Buhler falls by 10. 0-6 on the year. Our player of the game when we come back on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
More of the Church Shack post-game show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
I have children that are younger in grade school, and then I have high school children who go to see Dr. Edgar. I was super impressed with how he made my daughter feel so comfortable. Dr. Edgar is great with all ages. He does an awesome job.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Edgar, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Edgar Family Dental.
Their patients come first.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out adamsbrowncpa.com. Adams Brown, strategic allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
This is Rod from Rod Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here at Augusta, we'll get to our player of the game here coming up in a moment. First off, post-game thoughts from Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. As first, Coach, did you have a good Christmas break?
I did have a good Christmas break. Unfortunately, my little one had COVID, so we were at home hanging out a lot. But it was a good Christmas break. I always like watching Christmas through the kids' eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about your team. Obviously, turnovers really hurt you in the first half of that. When you're able to limit those some in the second half and play in possession for possession, you're able to finally make some things happen offensively.
Oh, yeah. I felt like the team didn't show up until the second half. About midway through the third quarter, we started playing like we knew how. We started pressuring the ball. We started taking care of the ball, making better decisions and stuff. A lot of things that we were working on at practice over the break were showing in the fourth quarter. So it's just piecing it 4 quarters together as a team.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about you've got those young kids like Crafels and Baxter that play so hard for you inside. Still a bit of a learning curve when you go against experience and size in a kid like Williams or Scott, who was so good for them in the second half.
Oh, yeah. They have, I think, 7 seniors and like 3 or 4 juniors. So when you're going against a team that have a bunch of upperclassmen with experience and stuff, it kind of shows how much development and fundamentals we got to work on as a team that's so young.
Coach, you've had that first part of the season now, Christmas break, to work with the kids. You feel like some of those things, in some places the light bulb's starting to come on for these young kids, starting to figure some things out, or is still a ways to go?
I go back and forth. We still have a long ways to go to be a winning program, but they are taking some of the things that we do in our drills and stuff into the game. We're trying to work more on looking at our post players because we have some posts that really post up really well, but our guards got to get better at looking into the post. So we're kind of pounding that in, and then our rebounding has to get better. There's a couple times that we weren't boxing out. I call them birds, where they just turn around and look up at the ball. So we got to box out and make contact.
All right, Coach, well, we appreciate you, and we'll look forward to talking to you again Tuesday night in the field house, and there'll be a good opportunity for your kids Tuesday against El Dorado.
Yes, it'll be another good game.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter with us here in her post-game comments. Let's get to our Dick's Phillips 66 fill-up of the game. Fill up on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dick's Phillips 66. Family-owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66. We'll go way back to the 1:30 mark. Big shot here to tie the game in the first quarter. Here comes Ord pushing the ball all the way down the middle of the lane for Buhler. Off to Horning for a right wing 3. Yes!
Taryn Horning tying the game up with that big tray from the printer. Nice feed there by Deviney.
And that 3 by Taryn Horning, our fill-up of the game. She finished with 5 points. Carson Terrenceau is going to be one of those kids that is disadvantaged because of her size and has to figure out kind of some ways to work around that. Which, you watch her in practice, you watch her in shoot around, and she's got a good shot. it's just her figuring out how and when to take those shots. And she can do that. She can really help the team.
Yeah,
so.
she has an amazing shot. The question is how are you going to utilize that? You know, you have her handling the ball when Gracie Ord's not in, and that puts a lot more pressure on her. You saw the pressure that Augusta applied to the ball, and that doesn't create a whole lot of room for her shot. It doesn't help that she's not very tall. So the length, she's at a disadvantage, but she works really hard to get the ball to others, and then she'll work hard when she doesn't have the ball. She'll find a spot to get open, and you saw those drives that she was able to change directions, spot up at the free throw line, and have a nice little jump shot that found the back of the net most of the time when she had that separation. So look for that part of her game to progress, especially headed into the SIT when people are going to be tired and sore. And she got a lot of energy. She's bouncing around, and so that shot and that from that player is going to have to be key, especially coming up SIT time.
And that our Whiffco Steel Products player of the game, from short tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. Whiffco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at whiffcosp.com. Charlie Baxter, the 5'9" freshman, with 8 points in. I don't think I've been shy I'm high on Charlie Baxter and what she brings to the team. Saw coach actually had her run the point a little bit tonight, and can do a little bit of everything. Physicality, not afraid. I really like her.
Well, and she's a kid that when she steps on the floor, you're going to get all 100% out of her. I mean, she will lay it out there, try to go for those loose balls. Very passionate player, and I know somebody that, even though she's just a freshman, a pretty vocal leader, in practice and in the locker room.
Yeah, very vocal, and she was what the Crusaders needed tonight. In the first half, you don't know what the score doesn't look like if she doesn't run point, put her head down, and get across the court. They needed that, slowed down Augusta a little bit at times, helped the Crusaders get a little more ball movement, a little more offense working through. So that was a very influential part of the game tonight.
All right, guys, game coming up. Looking forward to what should be a fantastic game in the ABCTL. Buhler 5-0, 2-0 in the league. Augusta 3-2, also 2-0 in the league. They'll tip it off here in about 8 minutes. More coming up on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Fall has arrived and a chill is in the air. Stay nice and warm outside with a coat heater right inside your jacket. Sunflower Electric has coat heaters in stock that heat up to 4 hours on a single charge. Use your favorite coat and install the heater with the included Velcro, and even transfer it from jacket to jacket. Now it's only $59.95 and makes a great gift. Hurry, quantities are limited. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric at 100 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
Calling all 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, we are preparing for our annual Youth Empowerment Summit. Yes, we'll be on Martin Luther King Day, January 17th, 8:30 to 2 p.m. at Hutchinson High School. We have an incredible speaker, lots of activities, and don't forget, pizza for lunch. We'll see you there, 8:30 to 2 at Hutchinson High School. Register at riseupreno.org.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back. Crusader Basketball here on HKFM. Brought to you in part by the Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, Edgar Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Schmidt Electric. Peter, 4th ranked in 4A, 5-0, 2-0 in the league, coming off that emotional win, 50-49 over Mac at Mac on the 21st. One thing I like, you get Augusta next, another tough game. Actually, in that situation, like the little bit of a break, you put so much into emotion into that. How many times have you seen a team win a big game like that and then come back and lose a tough one? So that gives you a little bit of break to kind of refocus and get ready for this one.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. After an emotional win, yeah, you want a little break. It's kind of one of those things, after an emotional loss, you want to get back right after it and play as quick as you can. After a kind of an emotional draining win, yeah, it's good to have the Crusaders get a break and really kind of feel good about the first fourth of their season that they put in the barn before Christmas.
We talked about it, just kind of the way this team, it's so many different guys contribute early on. And some of them, you know, you don't know until you get there, have been really pleasant surprises. One of those is Dedrick Willard-Trask. Had 10 points, 10 huge points at Matthews, 4 of 6 from the field. That was a career high for him. And averaging 7 a game, he has been a great spark early for this team.
Yeah, and one of the things that for Willard-Trask that really stands out to me too, you know, with the Crusaders not having, you know, overwhelming height, just him being that 6'4", he's a very athletic 6'4", and I really just am always impressed by some of the hustle plays he makes on defense. He's a guy that he's not afraid to lay it out all on the line.
Guys are, you know, teams are going to go after Jack Vogt. We saw McPherson intentionally try to take him out of the game, you know, playing some physical with him and also playing some head games with him a little bit. And so having that second guy inside that can kind of take some of the pressure off him, I think is good.
Yeah, and especially tonight, you know, this isn't the atypical Augusta Orioles have a whole bunch of big men want to pound it down low. But tonight, Dedrick and Jack are going to have to stay out of foul trouble. No Matthew Eddy, no Ethan Stambaugh. And so those are guys that you're willing to put down low because they'll work hard for you. We saw it from Reed last year when he was undersized. He worked hard and he didn't play like he was undersized. So Dedrick, especially tonight, is going to play a big role.
Yeah, without Stambaugh, obviously, that means Ricker and Meyer going to have to play a lot of minutes, and maybe a guy like Jeffrey Neal could factor into that. And you know, if you've watched him play at the JV level, he's a really good player, just hasn't quite got it going yet at the varsity level.
And this might be a night too where Wes Miller's a guy that's, you know, if you're playing a team that is guard laden, he's not going to see a lot of minutes, but you know, he'll probably be called on tonight to try to come in and defend Caden McDaniel inside.
Augusta 3-2, 2-0 in the league, coming off a loss at Collegiate. Well, they got hammered by the Spartans 59-28. Really their only lopsided game of the year. 17-6 a year ago, 3 straight trips to the state tournament. Ryan Petty in his second year came into this program from Liberal. But Carson, you spoke to the fact 6 seniors, 4 starters gone off this team, and a ton of athleticism they lost last year. Yeah,
without a doubt. You know, this was one of the marquee games besides the Augusta game. You know, the ABCTO is stacked still, but this isn't the typical. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the Crusaders utilize guys like Grant Ricker tonight. He'll be playing down low. He's a very physical, very well-rounded defender. So he's going to have to affect the game, especially in ways that he doesn't normally. On the defensive side, down low, and if the Crusaders can run the floor, look out, because that's where they want to be.
Well, and talking about Ricker, one of the things that just having watched him play all over the years, he is an incredible leaper, and so his ability to jump and get up and play bigger than he is actually, that's going to be big tonight as well.
Yeah, Augusta 48 points a game, Buhler 59. Augusta, I would think, doesn't want this to be a game in the 60s. Middle 40s, probably here on their home floor where they'd like to be. Starting lineups to the only tip just ahead here on HKFM. Midway Motors, family owned and operated, committed to making our communities a better place to live. Visit one of their 6 locations throughout central Kansas for every mile of life. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network, back after this.
In the second half of tonight's doubleheader, we're leading up to game time with the Midway Motors drive to the game.
So meticulously
Stay tuned
that even when delivered by the ton, these ingredients are measured precisely to the ounce. And that shows up in more pounds at the scale and more milk in the tank. To learn more, go to countrysidefeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
At H&R Block, we're here all year, at tax time or anytime, to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
HKFM.
And back here at Augusta tonight, Crusader basketball brought to you by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, by Yoder Meats, McKenzie Paint and Body, and by the Photo Cowboy. Let's meet our HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. For the Augusta Orioles, 3-2, 2-0 in the league under second-year head coach Ryan Petty. A 6'2 senior, number 4, Morgan Livingston. A 5'10 senior, number 10, Josh Burton. A 6'5 junior, long-returning starter from last year, number 12, Caden McDaniel. A 6'3 sophomore, number 25, Gavin Kaiser. And a 5'9 junior, number 30, Caden Heibarger. Again, Livingston, Burton, McDaniel, Kaiser, Heibarger for the Orioles. They average 48 points a game and give up 53 on the season. For the 5-0 Crusaders, ranked 4th in 4A, 2-0 in the league under 7th-year head coach Ryan Swanson. At one guard, a 6'2 junior, number 11, Grant Ricker, averaging 11 points and 2 assists a game. Another guard, a 6'2 junior, number 13, Wade Meyer, averaging 6 points a contest. The third guard, a 5'11 senior, number 14, Isaiah Hernandez, averaging 6 points and 5 assists. In the post, a 6'4 junior, number 2, Diedrich Winter-Trask, 7 points, 4 boards a game. And a 6'5 junior, number 34, Jack Voth, averaging 21 points and 9 rebounds. He's been in double figures every game this year. Again for the Crusaders, Winter-Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, and Voth. Peter averaging 59 points a game, giving up 47 in their road maroon uniforms tonight. The black and white trim, black and white numerals, home orange uniforms, orange trim, and orange numerals for the Orioles. Little pre-game dance. I have no idea what that was.
They've done that a couple times.
Josh Burton in the middle of the Orioles circle.
I'm going to tell you what, those guys in our huddle don't like that.
It's the Oriole war dance.
It's very interesting. This has been a tough place for Buhler to play over the years. Can they right that ship tonight? Elsewhere, the network tonight, Sedgwick and Lions, Berean Academy at Trinity Catholic, Hillsborough at Halstead, Sheeny at Kingman. Games are following for you online at AstroRadio.com or the Astro Radio app. Streaming powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. Here in West, Chris Shank, Carson Muller with you from Augusta on KWHK Hutchinson. It'll be Jack Vogt to tip against Caden McDaniel. Center court here in the second half of our doubleheader. Great crowd here in Hooter Gym tonight. And there's the whistle, the tip, and controlled by Augusta, left to right. Orioles will have it. This is Caden Heibarger. Far side circle to Gavin Kaiser. Buhler opens in a man defensively. Again, no Stambaugh, no Eddie tonight. Inside, Orioles around Willard Trask and score it for Gavin Kaiser.
Kaiser draws first blood. Nice feed down low to Kaiser.
7:35 to play in the first. Buhler the other way. Grant Ricker plays it off. Left side circle to Jack Vogt. Vogt drives, kicks. Here's Meyer in the right wing. Meyer in the corner to Jack for three. Yes!
Good to see Jack just drop that tray casually from the far corner.
His 5th three of the season makes it a 1-point Buhler lead. 7:13 to play here in our opening quarter. Augusta the other way, trying to work it inside again to Kaiser. Out front, Burton for three. Answers back the senior for Augusta.
That was a pure looking shot that time by Burton.
5-3-0s by 2. Ricker works it back to Vogt at the foul line. Guarded by Kaiser. Out to Grant on the wing for three. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Livingston of Augusta. Morgan the other way. Steps into a three. Top of the key. Missed back iron. Jack Vogt had the rebound knocked away. Taken by Augusta. Out of the wing to Livingston. Now out front to Caden McDaniel. Kaiser's got it top of the circle. 6:29 to go in the first. 5-3 Orioles. This is McDaniel, only returning starter from last year's 16-win team.
I remember Kaiser, however, he was a good bench player for him last year.
Yeah, Orioles 3 straight trips to the state tournament. 3 of those under Jake Sims. There's a turnover. Heibarger tried to throw it in the lane. Nobody there. Picked off by Buhler. Vogt the other way. Jumper missed. Rebound Augusta.
Unfortunately, Augusta holding Buhler to his one-shot possessions.
Sims was 69 and 22 at 4. He was good here at Augusta. 4 seasons. Moved on to be a principal at the middle school level. Gave up his whistle. Kaiser with a touchdown low right side for Augusta. They'll feed it far side of the court. Livingston. Augusta really kind of keeping the tempo down here in the first quarter. They don't want to necessarily get into a running game. Kaiser out front. Mid lane to McDaniel. They kick it in the corner. Fadeaway three by Josh Burton. Missed. Rebound tap loose. Taken to the Orioles. Orioles sucking the air out of the basketball right now. Up by 2. McDaniel's got it out front. He'll shoot a three, and it's good.
And Caden McDaniel showing that even though he is the tallest player on the floor for Augusta, he's got the ability to pop from the outside.
5-point game, 8-3. Isaiah Hernandez the other way. Plays it to Meyer out front. Far side, Willard Trask. Off to Zay for a three. Green shoes and all. Bingo for Isaiah Hernandez.
Great to see Hernandez answer at the other end, and both of Buhler's buckets are trays.
It's the shoes, man. Like them. Orioles the other way. Great shot by Zay up top. Makes it a 2-point game. 3 the other way. Orioles an air ball from Heibarger. Rebound, Buhler. Hernandez ahead to Meyer. Meyer in traffic to the bucket. Missed. Rebound, Willard Trask. Shot blocked. Rebound, Meyer. Missed. Rebound, Meyer. Yes! What effort inside by Wade Meyer and Diedrich Willard Trask.
Yeah, those two individuals would not surrender the basketball, and it eventually yields a bucket for Buhler.
4:16 to go, an 8-8 game. It's a 5-0 Buhler run here. First quarter. Josh Burton out front with it. He'll try another three. This bank shot won't go in. Rebound, Wade Meyer. Meyer up the far side of the floor. Ricker right side circle. Grant drives inside, strong to the hoop. Shot deflected. I think McDaniel might have got a piece of that. Taken by Augusta. Heibarger plays through a double team into front court. Far side circle to Morven Livingston. Up top, Gavin Kaiser. Here side of Burton. Josh Burton drives inside. Jumper missed front iron. Boy, Augusta gets to their half court. They just almost come to a halt. Buhler the other way though, wants to run. Jack Vogt streaks to the bucket. The pass, the layup, yes.
Well, you talked about it. Augusta does not want to be in a running game with Buhler, and that's evident right there. Augusta really kind of slow at the offensive end. Buhler with the run-out bucket at the other end.
Jack Vogt gives Buhler its first lead at 10-8. 3:11 to go in the first. Long two up top, missed by Gavin Kaiser. Rebound, Buhler. Hernandez, far side of the floor, dribbling through traffic to Ricker in the corner. Three is good, and Augusta wants a timeout. And Buhler really wanted to push the tempo up and down the floor. And they have got a 5-point lead. Timeout, 2:59 to go in the first. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
HKFM.
Well, a 10-0 Crusader run. Couple of threes, one by Hernandez, one by Ricker in that stretch. Definitely a contrast to what they're trying to accomplish. Buhler wants to run the floor. Augusta inside, out of the timeout. Morgan Livingston with a turnaround shot inside. Augusta really wants to be deliberate in their half court.
Yep, burn clock, really slow the tempo down. Nice touch inside there by Livingston last time down for Augusta.
That ends a 10-0 Buhler run. It's a 3-point game, 13-10. Here's Grant Ricker out high off a screen by Willard Trask. Spins his way into that lane, missed the shot short off the front of the iron. And a rebound underneath Caden McDaniel.
Fortunately, the defense really collapsed around Ricker that go-round.
Augusta's 2 losses to Abilene and Collegiate.
Yeah, their losses really to some of the better teams in the West.
Yeah, in 4A. Abilene ranked in 4A, Collegiate in 3A. Ball taken away inside by the Crusaders. Pass ahead, Ricker on the wing, Hernandez. He'll dump it inside for Willard Trask. Can't catch it cleanly, out of bounds. It'll be Augusta ball.
Yeah, Isaiah is so good at those no-look passes. That time, Willard Trask just wasn't ready for the ball.
Substitution here, Wes Miller, 6'2" senior, and Willard Trask will go out. You know, we talk about it. If you're around the basket and Isaiah has the ball, you got to have your head up.
You got to have that head on a swivel.
If you're looking down, you're liable to get hit in the crown. 13-10. Orioles could tie it with a 3 here. This is Heibarger up top. Caden Heibarger drives, floats and scores, and makes it 13-12, a 1-point game. 4-0 Oriole run. Here with 1:29 to go in the first. Hernandez up top to both. Augusta's man-to-man. Isaiah back top of the key. Wes Miller near side. Plays it to Ricker. Ricker to Jeffrey Neal, who's also in the game. The 6'1" sophomore thought with Stambaugh and Eddie gone, he might be the benefactor of some of those minutes tonight. Hernandez has the ball poked away. Caden Kearney tries to save it in backcourt but cannot, goes out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball as Wade Meyer returns. And Grant Ricker will go out for the Crusaders.
And that just shows the basketball IQ that Isaiah Hernandez has. Instead of diving, he knows the ball is going to roll out, especially if the Oriole touches it. That's exactly what happened.
So Hernandez in control again. 55 seconds to go. His team with a 1-point lead. First quarter. Here's Meyer. Feeds it over right side circle to Jack Voth. Jack Voth in the lane. Hard shot up. Missed, but a foul. And that's going to be a blocking foul inside. Jack Voth so aggressive. And obviously so critical to this team. McPherson limited him to 10 points last time out. Got him in some foul trouble, played some head games with him a little bit.
Well, he's such a passionate player that it's one of those things that he wears his emotions on his sleeve. And you talked about it. He's a guy that he's a great defender, but the Crusaders just cannot afford him to be in any sort of foul trouble.
Jack Voth hits the first at the line. 82% of the free throw line this year, got them both.
And him, we talked about that a bunch. He is so good at getting to the rim that him being that good from the free throw line, such a huge asset for Buhler.
15-12, it's a 3-point game. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Standing near the timeline, Morgan Livingston picked up by Jeffrey Neal. Jeffrey had 20-plus in one of the JV games this year. He can shoot it.
And Augusta going to hold for the final shot of the quarter. We talked about it. They're really trying to slow this tempo down, and when you're running the ball down or clock down with 35, 40 seconds left to close out a quarter, you really want to slow it.
Livingston out high, down to 12 on the clock. Left elbow to McDaniel. Near side Livingston. Down to 5 seconds. Here's Josh Burton. He'll try to force his way to the lane. Ball deflected and taken at the buzzer by Jack Voth. And Augusta just could not get anything going that time of the half court. And a 3-point game after 1 quarter of play. 15-12 Buhler. And we're back in 60 seconds. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. It's 2022 and the brand new you is all about enjoying the little things in life and being happy. Well, if it's smiles you love, you're in luck. We sell them by the dozen. 30th Street Daylight Donuts has Hutchinson's biggest selection of donuts made fresh every single morning. We're open every day at 5 a.m. or you can order ahead online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com and we'll have them ready when you come. Stop in and see us, 1435 East 30th in Hutchinson.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hooter Gym at Augusta. 15-12 our score. Hooter will start the second quarter with a basketball. Isaiah Hernandez had one of 3 Buhler threes in that first quarter. And Buhler led by as many as 5. And there's another 3.
Maya turned around and talked to the student section right there.
A little bit. By the big fella. 18-12. Lead is 6. And a shot inside. Score it for Augusta's Caden McDaniel.
Yeah, great pull-up jumper there from the elbow.
That makes it a 4-point game, 18-14. Here the other way, Diedrich Willard-Trask off to Hernandez. Pump fakes on a 3. Isaiah will play it to Ricker in the corner. Into Jack inside against Kaiser. And Jack won't force the issue. Plays it back out off the bounce to Ricker up top. Now to Hernandez. Isaiah drives left, goes right. Makes the defender overplay. Shot up, missed. A long 2. Rebound Augusta.
Well, the Crusaders going 4 out, 1 in on the offensive end, and Diedrich Willard-Trask being that post player on the inside.
Josh Burton ahead to McDaniel. Elbow jumper this time in and out, no good for Josh. Rebound Buhler, here comes Isaiah. Hernandez up the floor to Ricker. Catch, shoot, 3, yes, and Love. Just feet set, shoot, don't think about it.
The Crusaders now with 5 trays in this first half, fellas.
Isaiah Hernandez with assist there, 21-14. Lead is 7 for the first time. 6:16 to play, now a steal. Ball taken away. Jack inside, make it a 9-point advantage.
What a grace reverse lay-in that time by Voth. Augusta did a good job protecting the rim, and he just got behind the defender and kissed it off the glass for 2.
5:59 to go here before halftime, 23-14. Caden McDaniel, right side circle, plays it out front to Gavin Kaiser. Far side to Caden Heibarger. Barger drives inside, called for the charge, taken by Diedrich Willard-Trask. Diedrich had 2 charges taken in the MAC win on the 21st, and takes another big one there. That foul will be the first on Caden Heibarger. It'll be the second team foul on Augusta, and Buhler can stretch the lead to double digits here for the first time.
Beautiful thing about this Crusader team, so unselfish, multiple guys that'll step in there and try to draw the charge.
Brad Ricker out high, far side Hernandez. Corner to Voth. Yes! Jack Voth does it again. 3rd 3 of the game. Safe to say the big fella's on fire.
Yes, he is. It just reminds me of the old NBA Jam days when the net just burns off.
26-14, the lead is 12, 5-11 to play here in the first half. There's a shot by Josh Burton inside that's good. That makes it 26-16.
And Burton just trying to stop the bleeding that time with the easy lay-in underneath on the cutter.
Well, if Buhler keeps singeing the nets from 3, that's going to be tough on Augusta. Too strong inside this time for Jack. Missed the shot. Rebound Augusta and a three on the other end and a quick 5-0 run by Josh Burton.
Burton with 2 of Augusta's 3 trays here in this first half.
He's willing his team back in this game. It's down to a 7-point game. Here's Willard Trask inside. Shot too strong.
Yeah, and
Augusta.
Willard Trask did an excellent job of waiting for the defender to go airborne, but just didn't finish.
5-0 Augusta run here. Orioles have the ball back, 4:20 to play in the second. And there's another tray, this time by Morgan Livingston. Making an 8-0 run, and it's 26-22. A 4-point game, and the Orioles are right back in it. Hernandez inside, layup won't stick. Another rebound by Augusta.
It was a great take that time by Hernandez, just couldn't finish.
Shot inside, missed by Heibarger. Charge taken this time by Jack Voth.
Great.
Heibarger with his second foul.
Great job by Jack Voth stepping in front, getting set up early. That's the second charge that the Buhler Crusaders have drawn tonight.
Jack's going to come out, replaced by Jeffrey Neal. Neal, Hernandez, Meyer, Willard Trask, and Ricker on the floor. Augusta, after being down by 12 on an 8-0 run, they've got the lead down to 4. A couple of trays, one by Burton and one by Livingston. Here's Hernandez, the offensive end of the floor for the Crusaders. In the corner to Wade Meyer. 3:41 to go before halftime. 26-22 Crusaders. Ricker's got it, far side circle. Near side to Meyer. Meyer the crossover, cut off, plays it to Neal. Out front, Willard Trask. Far side to Ricker. Grant drives, pulls up right baseline. In and out, no good. Rebound Augusta. Augusta's been good on the boards here. Down the stretch in this quarter. And Orioles can make it a 1-possession game after being down double digits.
Been a game of runs tonight, fellas.
Easton Ralph, the 6'2 junior in the game for Augusta. Inside to McDaniel. Shot missed, but a whistle and a foul called. And that is going to put Caden McDaniel at the free throw line. This is a game where the big horses for each team are going to have to play a lot of minutes.
Yeah, foul is going to be called on Grant Ricker. That's Buhler's just first foul of the entire first half, and it comes here at the 3:04 mark.
So Caden McDaniel will shoot the game's first 2 free throws for the Orioles, and he makes the first as Jack Voth returns, and Wade Meyer goes out for the Crusaders.
Down to a 1-shot game. He has a chance to drop it all the way to a bucket game.
Second free throw by McDaniel. It rattles in. Boy, it was a 12-point game not that long ago. And now it's a 1-point game. Make that 2, I'm sorry. 26-24. This is a 10-0 Augusta run. Here is Ricker through traffic to Voth in the left corner. Out high to Neal. Far side Hernandez to Ricker. Right corner 3. That won't go. Rebound Augusta. Pulled down by Kearney inside. Orioles could tie it or take the lead. Livingston driving that lane against Neal. Shot up and good. And it's a tie game and a timeout by Buhler from down 12. Augusta has come all the way back on a 12-0 run, and we have a brand new game. 26-all, 2:32 to go in the half. Back in a minute on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
We have fresh deli favorites at Jackson Meat, all value priced and fresh sliced to order. We offer a wide selection of deli meats and cheeses, something for everyone to enjoy. Taste the difference when you shop fresh, friendly, and local at Jackson Meat in downtown Hutchinson.
When disaster strikes your home or business, call your hometown team. Call Phoenix Restoration. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When the unthinkable hits your home or business, we are here to help. We'll put our 10+ years of experience to work to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration will help you rise again after your disaster.
HKFM.
Well, Buhler's got almost 3 minutes without a basket. And a 12-0 Augusta run. We are tied at 26. Buhler with the ball, 2:24 to go in the half here in Augusta. Jack Voth out high with it. Dumps it off to Hernandez, right side circle. Zay is going to drive the lane, pulls up, foul line jumper missed. Rebound tapped up off the glass. Great save by Jeff Neal. Plays it out to Willard Trask. Down to the right wing to Voth. Jack spinning into that lane, trying to get something to go in the basket. Shot short, gets his own rebound, gets mugged. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. He got shoved to the floor on the baseline, and the near side official calls a tie-up, and it's going to be Augusta ball.
Tough break for the Crusaders that time. Jack Voth really just trying to take over that offensive series to try to break us out of this scoring drought.
Well, Augusta, who led by 5 early, could take the lead back here. Ball poked away underneath, out of bounds. It'll be Augusta ball. Crusader basketball brought to you by Hutchinson Community College, by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Dix Phillips 66, by Newfeld's Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard tonight. Final girls total: Circle 42, El Dorado 30. There's a shot inside by Josh Burton, and it is a 14-0 run, and the Orioles have the lead back, 28-26.
Well, if you're the Crusaders now, just need to settle in.
Inside, bucket good by Jack Voth.
Good job by Jack working his way to the rim and get that high percentage shot off.
That ends the 14-0 run. Boy, they needed that, didn't they?
Yep, just got to stop the bleeding and then start building something here.
122, their last bucket came at the 5:11 mark in this quarter. So they go almost 4 minutes without a basket.
And with how good of shooting the Crusaders were doing early on, that's unheard of.
There's a floater to the left baseline, missed by Caden Kearney, but a whistle and a foul call. That has been a bit to the senior Kearney at the line for 2. That foul is going to be called on Wade Meyer, his first, team's second.
Been a very clean game, only 5 fouls called in this entire first half combined.
So 42-30 on the girls' side. Circle beats El Dorado tonight. Kearney gets the first free throw to go. Our girls' final. Augusta won tonight by 10, 53-43. Mack beating Winfield handily in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Second in and out, no good. It's a 1-point game. Buhler could get the lead back here, 29-28. 58 seconds to play before halftime. Buhler led by 12 at one point in this quarter. Here's Jack Voth on a drive, right down Broadway, and jams it home.
Well, we talked about high percentage shots. There's nothing more high percentage than the stuff, and that's exactly what Voth did right there.
Buhler by 1 on the flush by the big fella. 38 seconds to play here in the first half. Don't be surprised if Augusta didn't hold for a final shot here.
Yeah, they had more time on the clock when they ran out the first quarter.
You don't want to end the half on that. Augusta wants to go in with momentum.
Down to 17. They're going to hold for a final shot here. Down 1. At the left elbow, McDaniel plays it off to Kaiser. Down to 7. Right side circle, Livingston. Here's a shot. McDaniel over Jack Voth. And they're going to call a whistle on Jack on the shot. And that'll put Caden McDaniel at the line for 2 with 2.6 on the clock.
Tough break for the Crusaders there. Just the 6th foul total in the first half, 3rd on the Crusaders.
So Jack Voth commits the personal, his first, team's 3rd. McDaniel's first free throw, in and out, no good. And so now the best McDaniel can do is tie the game. Easton Ralph will come back in for Augusta, replacing Gavin Kaiser. Second free throw attempt for McDaniel. Missed them both. And Buhler with a long rebound. Willard Trask tracks it down. And Augusta's Caden McDaniel had a chance to get the lead back. Missed 2 free throws. And Buhler will cling to a 1-point lead at halftime after leading by 12 early in the second quarter. They go 4 minutes without a bucket. Augusta goes on a 14-0 run to take the lead, but the Orioles trail by 1 at halftime, 30-29. Crusader basketball brought to you by the Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, Jackson Meat, by Rice Prino, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next here on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make...
Inside, call for the charge, taken by Dietrich Willard-Trask. Trust the lead. Jack Vogt does it again. Third.
Well, we talked about high percent.
29-28. 58 seconds to. It's a 1-point game. Dietrich could get the lead back.
What Vogt did right there.
Dietrich by 1 on the flush by the big fella. 38 seconds.
Much like going to the doctor for a physical, we can perform a physical on your vehicle. Hi.
It's a 1-point game. Dietrich could get the lead back here. 29-28. 58 seconds to play before.
To ensure its complete dependability. Whether preparing for holiday travel, batteries or brakes, we are your locally owned, family-owned, full-service repair facility. Visit us today in South Hutchinson or go to redrockautocenter.com. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
With Hutch Drugs closure, the medicine shop has been busy accommodating many of their customers. Whether you're a former Hutch Drug customer or a customer at another drugstore, the medicine shop works hard to provide a smooth transition when transferring your medications. Let us know and we can transfer your entire prescription profile. The medicine shop has several knowledgeable pharmacists and technicians to make your drugstore experience pleasant. Call or come by the Hutchinson Medicine Shop to make the medicine shop your pharmacy. The Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutch.
Sports in a minute. I'm Brendan Dworzinski. The Kansas City Chiefs will wrap up the regular season on Saturday afternoon when they visit the Denver Broncos. The Broncos will be without several starters, while the Chiefs are expected to play their regular starters, and Chiefs radio voice Mitch Holthus spoke to WIBW Radio about this weekend's rivalry matchup.
I just want it to be a 3.5 quarter game. So the rest versus rest thing can still enter this game if you're up, let's say 27-3 at the 7.5 minute mark of the third quarter. That would be optimal if you're a Chiefs Kingdom fan. Here comes Chad Henne and a lot of Derek Gore, and no Mahomes, and get everybody out of there. If it's showing that Denver's not moving the ball. Now we know the Denver strength is on defense, and you cannot sleep on this game if you're a Chiefs fan. There's just too many numbers there that could point to Denver being ornery. I just think they're going to play with a lot of pride.
Kansas State men's basketball is still searching for their first conference win of the season after they fell to Texas earlier this week, 70-57 at Bramlage Coliseum. The Wildcats were up by 5 points in half in that game, but with the team only having 7 players due to COVID-19 protocols, the Cats ran out of steam in half number 2. K-State will try to avoid a similar issue on the road this week as they head to Morgantown to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers. K-State will have 8 players available as Marquise Noel has cleared protocols who will play, joining the 7 who played against Texas. The coaching staff was not as lucky as head coach Bruce Weber is still in protocols, and assistant coach Shane Southwell, who coached the team against Texas, is now out as well due to COVID-19. Assistant coach Jermaine Henderson will assume head coaching responsibilities against West Virginia. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Cats as they head out west, looking for that first conference victory. Tip-off for K-State West Virginia will be happening tomorrow at 1 p.m. on ESPN+. Sports in a minute. I'm Fulton Castor.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdalDDS@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to the Inside Public Accountants Top 200 Firms for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs. above and beyond.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
All right, everybody, welcome back at half. 30-29, our halftime score. Buhler with a 1-point lead. They led to 15-12 after one. They jumped out in front by 12 early in the second quarter. It was 26-14 on a Jack Voth 3 with 5:11 to play in the half. And the Orioles got tough, really shut down the offense inside, went on a 14-0 run to claim the lead back 28-26. $1:32 to go in the half. Buhler went 4 minutes without a point before a big flush inside by Jack Voth. And that came with just 38 seconds left in the half, 30-29. Caden McDaniel missed a couple of free throws at the line right there at the end. Augusta 3 of 6 at the line. Buhler 2 of 2. Buhler has outscored Augusta from beyond the arc 15-12. Individually, Morgan Livingston was 7. Caden McDaniel was 7. Josh Burton with 10 for Augusta. Jack Voth has 19 of the 30 for Buhler. Some nights you're going to have to ride your big horse. Big first half for Jack. See if they get some of the other guys involved in the offense in the second half. And we talked about it shorthanded. Those key guys are going to have to play a lot of minutes in the second half.
Yeah, and when the Crusaders basically have been running 8 or 9 guys through a game, so when you're missing 2 of those guys that have played important minutes for the Crusaders, really changes up rotations. And really, you know, Jack knew coming in tonight he was going to have to really shoulder more of the scoring load. Luckily, he was able to do so in the first half.
And Carson, you know, Buhler so well when they can get up and down and run the floor, but I think they can't let Augusta get in their head by slowing things down, and sometimes when that happens, they tend to become a little impatient.
Yeah, and then you want to score so fast because they're used to it, and they turn the ball over. And that's where we saw that 14-0 run come in for the Orioles, is because they had long possessions and the Crusaders pushed it too hard. So what's going to have to happen is they're still going to need to push it, pull back just a little bit till you get your rhythm, and then you need to dictate the game. You apply pressure, you jump passes, you steal the ball, and you run the game. Don't let them take too long on offense. If you need to force a shot, apply a lot of pressure.
All right, Crusader basketball brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salts, by the Sheila Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron Metal. We're live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch. Come by, let's be friends. Enemies on the floor tonight. Who's going to win this one? They'll stand alone in first place in the league, whoever it is. Second half is next on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
Calling all 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, we are preparing for our annual Youth Empowerment Summit. Yes, we'll be on Martin Luther King Day, January 17th, 8:30 to 2 p.m. at Hutchinson High School. We have an incredible speaker, lots of activities, and don't forget, pizza for lunch. We'll see you there, 8:30 to 2 at Hutchinson High School. Register at riseupreno.org.
HKFM.
All right, everybody, welcome back. 30-29 at the half. Sterling College basketball on the network tomorrow. The Warriors in McPherson take on the Bulldogs. It'll be a 2 and 4 doubleheader. 1:45 for the pregame here on HKFM. Lots of Big 12 basketball this weekend if you need something to keep you occupied. Boy, the college team's really struggling with the COVID right now.
It is going rampant. I know, being a K-Stater, we've been battling just, missing our head coach and missing multiple players and just affecting programs across the country.
All right, Buhler ball left to right to start the second half. Willard, Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, Voth, Livingston, Burton, McDaniel, Kaiser, and Heibarger for Augusta. This is Jack Voth, 19 in the first half. Off to Hernandez for a three, missed, back iron. Rebound Augusta. Augusta's been really good on the glass.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of limiting Buhler to those one-shot possessions and not letting the Crusaders get the second looks.
Orioles to our left, down one. They rifle the pass low to Caden McDaniel. Caught it off balance, plays it to Burton, lost it. It skips up the court far side, and saving it before it goes out of bounds is Morgan Livingston.
Great pressure on the perimeter by Grant Rickard.
Heibarger with it near side circle. They'll rifle it off to McDaniel, 2 over Voth, and he rips the cords. Caden McDaniel's 9th point of the game gives Augusta a 1-point lead, 31-30.
Tough to defend a fadeaway like that.
Ricker the other way, off to Jack. Boy, the matchup between Voth and McDaniel, it's an entertaining one. Here's Meyer, no-look pass, Trask in the lane, bucket, good!
Good to see Diedrich Willard Trask getting involved in the scoring. Great assist that time by Wade Meyer.
32-31, 6:40 to play. And a 1-point game the other way, shot short by Augusta's Gavin Kaiser, but a whistle and a foul call.
And Kaiser, their biggest, not their tallest brawler, but their biggest brawler they've got inside.
That foul called the first on Diedrich Willard Trask. First of the half on either team. No player for the Crusaders with more than one foul. Heibarger has both fouls called in this game for Augusta. There was not much action at the free throw line of the first half. And Kaiser missing the first free throw. Will have one more to potentially tie it up, and he does.
First point of the second half for either squad, like you said, ties us at 32 apiece.
6:30 to play here in the third, 32 all. Here is Isaiah Hernandez into front court. Wade Meyer, far side circle. Augusta in a man off a screen. They'll feed it to Hernandez. Back to Meyer, far side. Wade will drive, spins off into the lane, puts up a jump shot that won't go. A little bit off balance.
That's what I was about to say, just a little bit off balance when he let go of it.
Well, he's holding on to his right thigh. Now Meyer with a steal. Wade Meyer goes inside. No, it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall, but a blocking foul called. It's going to be Meyer at the line for 2.
Great decision that time made by Wade Meyer once he saw and felt like he could beat the defender, just accelerated all the way to the rim. And you talked about it. Heibarger has all 3 of the fouls that have been called this evening on Augusta.
You know, Meyer can get up. We saw Big Jack flush it in the first half. I think Meyer in the open floor. Kid's got some hops.
Yes, sir.
And he hits the first free throw. Meyer came into the game 5 of 6 at the line on the year. He's been steady Eddie. Not to steal a line from Matthew. Sorry, Matt. 1 of 2 at the line. Steady Eddie's not actually here tonight. Be good to get him back. And Ethan Stambaugh, 33-32. Buhler by 1. Augusta the other way. The back door left open, but the shot missed by Livingston. Gets the rebound. Kaiser with a stick back.
Very unselfish play that time made by Livingston as he just made the pass across the lane to Kaiser, who was undefended.
34-33, Augusta by 1. Here's Grant Rickard getting into the lane. Feeds it to Willard Trask down low over Kaiser, layup good.
Good to see Willard Trask getting himself established inside offensively. That's his second basket of the game, both coming this quarter.
35-34, Buhler by 1. Augusta back in their front court. Josh Burton had a good first half. Led all Orioles with 10 points. Had it right side, now to Kearney on the left wing. Up high to Caden McDaniel. Far side circle, Gavin Kaiser. Play it off to Josh Burton. Augusta back in that deliberate half-court look. Buhler in their man defense. Here's McDaniel out high on the left side. Into the hands of Livingston. Being shadowed by Grant Ricker. Far side to Caden Kearney.
You talked about it, Augusta really just kind of crawling through things
Now
offensively.
Wade Meyer and Gavin Kaiser tussling for position inside. They're going to get, check that, it's actually Willard Trask who they're going to get for the foul. That'll be the second on Diedrich. He'll come out of the game replaced by Jeff Neal. Well, I think the temperature's dropped 10 degrees outside since Augusta's had the ball on this possession. Just forever.
Yeah, they definitely want to limit how many possessions are in this game.
It'll be Morgan Livingston right of the basket to play it in, and a jumper, McDaniel. Boy, he's got a sweet fadeaway.
Yeah, it is a picture-perfect fadeaway and gives Augusta their first lead of the second half.
36-35, Augusta back in front by one. Wade Meyer will try a left corner three, in and out, no good, and Josh Burton with a rebound. So Augusta can extend a one-point advantage here. Burton up the floor, gives up to Livingston. Back to Burton up near the timeline, shadowed by Wade Meyer. Wade with those long arms trying to reach in. Here's Livingston to McDaniel. Back to Livingston. Out high to Kaiser. 4:03 to go in the third. Augusta by one. Well, Kearney thought about the three there and then thought better of it. Gavin Kaiser inside. Ball knocked loose on the deck. And,
yep,
they're going to call it off Augusta.
Great quick hands that time by Isaiah Hernandez. He came back on the help defense and was able to just get enough in the gin to pop it out.
So it'll be Buhler ball. They could recapture the lead here down 36-35. Jack Voth out high has not scored. He had in the second half, 19 to the first half. Forces his way into the lane and is going to get called for a foul. The charge taken in there by Gavin Kaiser.
Some good sportsmanship, even though Jack was frustrated, helping Kaiser up off the deck.
Well, the charge call is on tonight.
Yes, it is.
Willard Trask has taken a couple for Buhler. Jack's taken one in this game. And the first one there taken by Augusta. Three, McDaniel missed, back iron, long rebound, saved. Far side of the floor by Jack Voth before he goes out of bounds. Buhler still down one. Here's Hernandez into that lane with a left-handed floater. No. Rebound Josh Burton. Burton plays it ahead. The leak out to McDaniel, and the jam is good.
Yeah, you could tell from just the way McDaniel broke half court, he was going to try to dunk it.
Now the other way, they're going to get a blocking foul called on Josh Burton.
And I'm telling you, if that went as a charge, this place would have absolutely erupted.
A three-point Augusta lead, largest of the second half, 38-35. A foul on Burton will be his first, second team foul in the second half. Buhler needs to get something going offensively here. They have struggled since they were up 12 at one point in this game. Augusta is really just taking the air out of the game. Very slow, very methodical. Here's Ricker, foul line jumper, missed. Boy, they cannot buy a basket right now.
Yeah, to settle for a guarded jumper near the free throw line.
And Burton out of control in the lane, kicks to Kearney for three, missed. Rebound taken, back to Burton for three, missed. Rebound out of bounds off the Orioles.
And man, you talked about it, Carson. This Augusta crowd just waiting to kind of unleash the fury. Luckily, they haven't been able to knock down the shots.
Isaiah Hernandez will walk it up the floor, left to right. His team down three, 2:23 to go in the third. Here's Ricker out high. Gives up to Voth. Jack Voth working it out front against McDaniel. Off to Neal, trying to get it back to Voth. Fell down, but saved it to Hernandez in the far corner.
Great hustle play made by Voth to maintain possession.
That could have been a costly turnover there. Now Myers got it out front. Wade off to Hernandez, right side circle, off a screen. Zale float to his left, gives it up top to Jeff Neal. Neal off to Meyer. Now Hernandez, 1:47 to go in the third. Here's Neal in the far corner. Ricker getting lost inside, falls down with the ball, and it goes out of bounds off Caden McDaniel.
The one thing that really kind of frightens me about tonight's game, the biggest lead that we had was back in the first half when the threes were dropping. And when we've had to play that half-court game, that just hasn't been been able to establish much of a lead.
Coach Swanson wants a timeout here. 1:36 to go in the third. 38-35 Augusta. We are back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other brands just as well. We do metals too, but if you have a heating or air conditioning need, call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Well, Augusta has really taken control of this game since Buhler led by 12, 26-14. 33 points have been scored since that time in the second quarter. Augusta has 24 of those 33.
Yeah, Buhler, Augusta's a team that defends really well, got a lot of athletes, and even though they were a 2-loss team, I mean, this is a very talented Augusta team and trying to get back to the state tournament for the 4th straight year in a row.
Crusader Basketball brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal, by the Prairie Bank of Kansas. Weight Pad Insurance by Idea Tech, about Whifco Steel Products. Here's Jack Voth off the inbound inside. Count the bucket, a big shot and a foul. First points of the second half for the big fella who had 19 of the first half. And Jack will be at the line, a chance to tie the game at 38.
Crazy stat, too. That's the first and one try that Buhler's had this entire game.
That foul on Caden McDaniel will be his first, 3rd team foul. Jack at the line, connects on the free throw, converts the three-point play, and we are even at 38 with 1:28 to go here in the third quarter. Augusta the other way.
Well, that's what you need from a leader. Somebody that when the buckets are hard to come by, just going inside and getting it done the old-fashioned way, back to the basket.
Augusta back to doing what they have done all game. Methodical in their half court.
Great hustle by Ricker.
Steal by Grant Ricker. Take it away, ahead to Jack. In that lane, kicks Meyer for 3, right side. Ooh, it's too long. Rebound Augusta. And Orioles now push it up the floor to Burton. Josh Burton inside, out of control. You can't call that a blocking foul.
Wow, he
traveled.
And just jumped into Diedrich
out
Willard
of control. Boy, Burton's going to go to the line for 2.
That's Diedrich's
That'll
third.
be the third on Diedrich. I mean, he took at least 2, maybe 3 steps before he got to Willard Trash and then just jumped into him. And they're going to award him with a pair of free throws. Burton, the first at the line.
Burton been really quiet here in the second half. He had 10 points, but all of them in the first half before that free throw make.
Logan Pfeiffer, 6-foot senior into the ball game, 6-foot sophomore. Burton makes 1 of 2. Augusta with a 1-point lead. 39-38. 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Buhler will have the ball. Isaiah Hernandez playing through a double team and fouled from behind by Josh Burton, who been very frustrated with the call. Well, that may be a little give me back for the flop on the other end.
Yeah.
Meyer to play it in front court. To Willard Trask in the corner, playing with those 3 fouls. 34 seconds on the clock here in the third, right down the arrow with Augusta to start the fourth. Grant Ricker has it out high off to Jack Voth. Rifle pass to the corner to Hernandez. Back up top to Ricker. Down to Isaiah. Down to 17 to play, and Isaiah will come up top, probably set up for a final shot here. Hernandez over the left corner, double team. Out front to Voth, 9 on the clock. Jack Voth drives through 3 defenders, stuck in traffic, gets a shot up, won't go. Jack begging for a foul, won't get it, and that'll get us to the end of the third. A 1-point Augusta lead after 3, 39-38, 12 minutes to go with a tight one here on a Friday night, and we're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed or embroidered?
Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Company in Hutch. Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, we've got you covered. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Augusta with the ball to start the fourth, up by 1, 39-38. Well, I told you Augusta wanted to play this game in the mid-40s if they could. They try a lob pass inside to Gavin Kaiser. It's picked off by Wade Meyer. Meyer ahead to Ricker. Ricker underneath to Voth. Layup, yes, and Buehler's got the lead back by 1.
Great pass that time by Ricker to Voth, and a great steal and put back by Hernandez.
Hernandez with a quick takeaway, and the layup good. So sneaky. 42-39.
Crusaders with their biggest lead in a little bit.
Yeah, since it was 12. Obviously the biggest lead in the second quarter. It was 2 at halftime. And Buehler had not led by more than 1 here in the second half. Here's McDaniel with a drive and a charge. That is the third charge in this game taken by Diedrich Willard-Trask. And that'll be the second on McDaniel.
Great job by Willard-Trask, just showing his toughness there, stepping in front of McDaniel.
Yeah, you know, on the flip side of that, Diedrich's got to realize he is playing with 3 fouls.
Yeah.
But nice job. Well, Buehler gets it back. Up by 3, 42-39. Myers got it out front. Starters may not come off the floor in this fourth quarter. Here's Ricker into Hernandez in the corner to Meyer. Waiter shoots in the 3, and it's a 6-point game, and Augusta takes a timeout. The offense to start the fourth has finally come alive again, and Buehler extends the lead, largest by either team in the second half, to 6, 45-39, 6:38 to go. We're back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chuck Rowe with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage to find coverage for your home. Buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage. We will tailor a policy to your individual needs, take the time to educate you on your coverage, and be sure you're protecting your biggest investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main or find us on the web at WadePattonInsurance.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
A 3 by Wade Meyer before the timeout makes it 45-39. Buehler by 6, largest lead of the second half. The Crusaders led by 3 after 1 by 2 at halftime. They trailed at the end of the first quarter. There's a shot inside, scoring by Gavin Kaiser. That ends a 7-0 Buehler run. And it'll put Kaiser at the line and a chance for a 3-point play to cut the lead in half.
First and 1 opportunity for Augusta this entire game as well.
That foul, the second on Grant Ricker, 5th team foul. Each team with 5 in the second half. And Kaiser connects. He is 2 of 3 at the foul line. 45-42. It's a 3-point game. 6:15 to play. Hernandez into front court with a crossover to his right. Hooks it to Willard Trask. Free throw line jumper is good for Diedrich.
Big bucket by Willard Trask. All of the scoring done here in the second half.
Yeah, he's got all 6 here. 4 of those in the third quarter. Now a bucket in the fourth. 5-point game, 47-42. 5:51 to play. 3, McDaniel short off the front iron. And the rebound will carry him out of bounds to the far side of the floor. It'll be Buhler ball. 5:46 to go.
And in such a tight ball game, if the Crusaders can somehow score this possession and knock that lead to the 7 or 8 point mark, that would feel big.
This Augusta team, they're good defensively.
Yeah, you've got to work for every scrap against these guys.
Hernandez has it over in that far side circle. Screen set by Voth. Flip in the corner. Meyer wants another 3. Yes! Wade Meyer.
That bucket so big. The Crusader lead ballooning all the way to 8 now.
5:17 to play, and another big shot by Josh Burton as he answers right back with his third 3 of the game.
That was such a pure 3, fellas. That net didn't even hardly twitch.
50-45. The lead is 5. 5:12 left in the fourth. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Alan Samuels of Hutch would like to thank you. You are the reason we are in business. Thank you for helping us become the fastest growing Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer in Kansas. Thank you for helping us support our great community. And thank you for being loyal customers. Our promise to you is that we will continue to be the dealer you can both trust and rely on. Whether you're in the market for a new, certified, or pre-owned, or you need state-of-the-art service work, you can rely on Alan Samuels at the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutch to be there for you. Alan Samuels, come by, let's be friends.
HKFM.
Back here at historic Hooter Gym in Augusta. Crusader basketball brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, by Apex Shears, by H&R Block, and by Midway Motors. Here is Buhler, 50-45. Willard Trask takes the drive, count the bucket, and a foul. What a take by Diedrich, who, boy, like he has done all year, finds key moments to come up in the game.
Yeah, finishing there when he had bodies just coming at him like bats out of Joplin. Great finish.
And he knew that. He tucked the ball away, just like you talk about in football, and made sure it got up there.
And short on the free throw, rebound Augusta. Are there a lot of bats in Joplin?
That's an old Coach Porterism there.
52-45, lead to 7 on the layup by Diedrich Willard Trask. Augusta the other way, inside Jack Voth with a steal. Are they going to call Voth for a foul?
I think they're going to get Ricker, actually.
No.
Oh, wow.
I don't understand that at all.
He was in front of the man.
He wasn't even in the same
Jack
zip code.
Voth was in front of Morgan Livingston. Livingston was the intended target underneath. Voth in front of Livingston to steal the ball away. Livingston knocked it away from behind, and they called Jack Voth for the foul. Josh Burton for 3, and it's good.
Well, he is their go-to guy. That's his 4th tray of the night and gets it back to a 2-shot game.
52-48. 4-point game. There have been some calls in this game. I just don't understand. Hernandez with it, far side circle. Zay drives, flips to Ricker for 3, right wing. Yes, Grant Ricker!
What a pass made by Hernandez. He was cutting so hard to the bucket, the defender really had to commit. Defense swept over and left Ricker wide open for the tray.
Back to a 7-point game. The other way inside, shot missed by Caden Heibarger. Rebound Crusaders. Here comes Grant. Off to Ricker, to Hernandez. The wing, the 3 missed. Back iron. Rebound Caden McDaniel.
I'll tell you, some of the Crusader faithful ready to jump into the air if he would have drained that thing.
Every shot in this game intense, huh? 55-48. There's a 3 launched, missed by Morgan Livingston. Rebound Crusaders. Pulled out of there. Ahead to Isaiah across the timeline. To Ricker, another 3 right wing. This one's short, out of bounds. It'll be Augusta ball. But you got to figure, too, these guys are getting tired.
Yes. Well, you talked about it, Aaron. I mean, the Buhler starters with the lack of depth tonight.
First game back.
Yep, and they are not getting back into the bench very deep here in the second half.
Neither team has made a substitution in the fourth quarter. Here's a 3 by Heibarger, missed. Rebound Buhler. Ricker coast to coast. Grant inside. Shot blocked by Kaiser. Taken by Augusta. Ahead to Caden McDaniel. McDaniel right into Jack Foth. Layup good.
Well, you're talking about just these guys getting tired. I mean, when you watch on some of these runouts, about half the team for either squad not even crossing half court.
55-50. It's a 5-point game. 2:50 to go. Ricker's got it back in the half court up top. And a reach-in foul on Morgan Livingston. That'll be his first. I believe that's the team's 7th. Should put Grant at the line for 1-1.
Yep, that'll start the 1-1 process for the Crusaders. And Livingston just bodied Ricker up way out there between the rings. Easy call to make for the officials.
Now this becomes key. You remember back, Buhler in the fourth quarter was not very good at the free throw line in MAC.
Yes.
They struggled. Grant hits the first here. That is his first attempt of the night. 58%. Came in 11 of 19 on the year. One more big one with 2:46 to go. Missed it off the front iron.
Harbarger clearing the glass for Augusta.
Buhler 1 of 3 at the line so far in this fourth quarter. 56-50, 6-point game, 2:35 to go. Inside, Kaiser can't connect. Gets this rebound, missed the shot, but a foul on Diedrich Willard-Trask. And that'll be Diedrich's 4th.
And that is a massive foul because, like you talked about, Aaron, neither side going to their bench whatsoever here in this fourth quarter.
Jeffrey Neal is coming to the scores table as Gavin Kaiser, 2 of 3 at the line, will be there to shoot 2. First is short.
Luckily, Kaiser missing the front end.
So Diedrich Willard-Trask out, Jeffrey Neal in. Even on the free throw, I mean, Kaiser, good free throw shooter. You just tell these guys are tired.
Yep, your legs start going and start leaving shots short.
Kaiser overcompensates, shoots that one strong, but an offensive rebound for Augusta. Out for a 3, in and out, no good by McDaniel. Rebound to Wade Meyer. That is a huge board by Wade.
Yes, it is, to get Augusta away from that possession with just one free throw made. Huge.
2:16 to play, and a 6-point game here in the fourth. Grant Ricker fights through a double team. Off to Meyer, down to Hernandez near the timeline. 2:07 to play, 56-50.
Buhler doing a good job keeping the ball moving so Augusta can't tee off on the perimeter. And now a reach-in foul on Gavin Kaiser, his first.
Jeffrey Neal will go to the line for 1-1. Jeffrey Neal has not shot a free throw this year. That is the 3rd on Gavin Kaiser. 8th team foul. Tell you, before his career is over, Jeffrey Neal's going to score some points.
We talked about some of the numbers he's been putting up in JV.
He's been really good in the JV games. And he swishes the first through here. Second for the sophomore, in and out, no good. It's a 7-point game. McDaniel with a rebound. His team trailing 57-50. Kaiser up high to Morgan Livingston. Near side to Caden Heibarger. Heibarger off a screen, rolls to the lane, cut off by Wade Meyer. Far side, Morgan Livingston. 1:43 to go.
I tell you, Josh Burton's just waiting for the ball on the far side. Hernandez doing a great job of denying passes his way.
Well, I don't understand, down 7, how they can afford to burn this much time off the clock. Heibarger to Burton. Burton will shoot the 3. In and out, no good.
Oh.
Rebound, Jack Foth, who gets fouled inside, gets knocked to the floor by Caden McDaniel. And that should put Jack at the line for 1-1.
Good to see Jack pop up so gingerly because he took a pretty big shot there.
They put that on Kaiser, actually. That's his 4th.
It'll be on Gavin Kaiser.
Somehow I fell behind on his foul count, fellas.
Jeffrey Neal out. Diedrich Willard-Trask with 4 fouls back in.
9th team foul on Augusta, so the next foul committed by the Orioles will put Buhler in the double.
Jack hits the first at the line. 19 in the first half. He's got 6 in the second half. Make it 7 with 2 free throws. So 26 points in the game for Jack. That is 1 shy of tying his career high. And a timeout with $1:24 left. 59-50, Buhler by 9. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You've got flooring. Your experts
experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, Edgar Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, by Schmidt Electric. Augusta ball, 1:22 left, down 9. Drive in the lane, Morgan Livingston missed. Big rebound, Diedrich Willard-Trask. And Augusta's in trouble now. It just cannot score in a hurry. Wade Meyer with it to Willard-Trask in front court. He will be fouled by Morgan Livingston with 1:07 left. That'll be the second personal on Morgan. Third personal.
Yeah, now
Livingston.
Now if the Crusaders can just finish this thing away at the free throw line, they'll be able to get a hard-fought W down here at Hooter Gymnasium.
Willard-Trask 62% on the year, 0 of 1 at the line tonight. First free throw is good, and that makes it a double-digit game. Well, I think at the end of the day, the fact that Augusta can go through stretches, just both free throws good, 61-50. They go through stretches where it's so hard for them to get offense. 3 up top by Livingston is good, and that'll bring another timeout.
They hit some outside shots that once they got rolling kept falling, and they really, tonight they lived and died by it, because if those shots weren't falling, those long offensive possessions, they didn't mean anything.
It's an 8-point game, 61-53, 1:01 left live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. And Allen Samuels of Hutch help you make, you find the make and model that best suits you online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com.
Well, one of the main differences in tonight's game, guys, Buhler with 9 trays tonight compared to Augusta 7. And both teams really making the other side work so hard. And one of the reasons I think there has been so many 3 tries tonight is just because both teams have defended so well.
Buhler continuing just to find ways to get it done. Again, we talk about it all the time. You know, Jack gets his 26, but it's the other guys. Big shots in different places, whether it's Diedrich Willard-Trask, whether it's Wade Meyer, whether it's Grant Ricker, or whoever it is. They're getting these key contributions from other places. And that is so important. And the fact that they're shorthanded tonight, missing Ethan Stambaugh and Matt Eddy, really off the bench.
Those are the first 2 guys in.
Jeffrey Neal is given most of the minutes off the bench. Wes Miller's played sparingly. But yeah, for the most part tonight, it's been a 7-man rotation for well, can even whittle that down to 6 for Coach. Get her to play it in. Diedrich Willard-Trask is going to be fouled by Logan Pfeiffer here with.
I mean, look at who's
7 seconds left.
I mean, you have barely any varsity experience during crunch time on the bench. You know, Jeffrey Neal. It's these guys stepped up. They knew they had to tonight. League games are always tough, especially at away places. So it's very impressive to see how they step up. And they got a tough El Dorado team.
Diedrich misses the front end here. El Dorado at home on Tuesday night, and then to Winfield next Friday before the SIT. Buhler has, I think, the best opportunity they've ever had to get that #1 seed in the SIT. Willard-Trask's second free throw good, 62-53. They always seed that thing funkily too, right? Because they always like to keep the 2 Salina teams on the opposite ends of the bracket. Street to the bucket there by Heibarger, and a whistle and a foul call. Because they want to keep South and Central on opposite ends of the bracket, funky things happen in that seeding.
Yes.
It's a little weird.
It's a little.
Heibarger free throw in and out, no good. Here is Gavin Kaiser returning for Augusta, replacing Logan Pfeiffer. Yeah, it's going to be Augusta's problem. You know, it's an interesting thing because they've got some guys that can score, whether it's McDaniel or Burton or Livingston. Second free throw is good.
Well, I think against a lot of teams, they're not going to be afraid to run. And it really is a testament to how much they respect this Buhler team.
62-54 and a timeout by Buhler. But, yeah, in the key games, I mean, they can't go through those stretches where they just completely disappear offensively. All right, a timeout here, 48 seconds left. Our play and player of the game, final stats and more coming up after. We'll get final comments from Coach. We're trying to go to 6-0, 3-0 in the league. And two very winnable games next week. You got to show up every night in this league, though. El Dorado at home at Winfield. And then the SIT, the 20th through the 22nd.
And we have final from Winfield. McPherson men 72, Winfield 43.
And our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. And you go through the SIT, and then you look at the schedule out of the SIT. Oh, my gosh.
It's a tough non-conference schedule.
Heston Collegiate Andale. Boom, boom, boom. Buhler turns it over in the inbound. A bad pass. Diedrich Willard-Trask couldn't hang on to it out of the timeout. Augusta's got it back. 41 seconds to play. Livingston fires up a three, missed. Rebound Diedrich Willard-Trask. 62-54 Crusaders. Here's Zay Hernandez, and he will be fouled with 31 seconds left. You know, it was a mid-30s game to start the fourth quarter. And I really think if Augusta could have, 50-ish, middle 40s, they keep it there. Boy, they're right there. Isaiah Hernandez scores at the free throw line. A foul on Livingston, his fourth, team's 10th, so the double bonus here.
Great looking free throw stroke there.
Hernandez hits them both. 10-point game again, 64-54, 29 seconds left. Caden McDaniel three. And that makes it a 7-point game, 64-57. Grant Ricker will be fouled with 17 seconds left. When you think about this, such a tough non-conference schedule, as if your league schedule wasn't hard enough. In the second half of it, you're going to get some good teams in the SIT. Usually have a couple of Wichita teams in there. Those city league teams, that's a different brand of basketball.
Yes. Physical play.
And then you come out of that SIT, you get Heston Collegiate Andale. I mean, who puts those three in a row? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's a tough row to hoe.
And then you've still got to go through your league schedule. McPherson and Augusta.
Again. Yeah.
One more time.
Thankfully, the one thing, at least those two are at home.
Grant Ricker hits the first at the free throw line. Missed the second off the back iron. 65-57.
Great hustle by Meyer. Nearly got the steal, but his momentum carried him across the baseline.
Meyer tried for his steal on the baseline. Augusta ball, 9 seconds to go. Buhler's going to move to 6-0. Josh Burton a three. Missed. Rebound Augusta. Heibarger inside. Missed. He'll go to the foul line. They're going to call it Wade Meyer inside. 4.6 seconds left. Meyer picks up his third. Well, you look at the fouls. We had very few in the first half. The exact opposite in the second half.
Yeah, the Crusaders got to the bonus a long time ago.
Got to make their money somehow, right?
They finally figured out how to make those whistles work. This is Caden Heibarger at the line. 3 points tonight, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Misses the front end of 1-1. Rebound Jack Voth, and that's going to do it. And the Crusaders will win this round of their rivalry with Augusta. Place where it's been tough to win over the years. But they come into Augusta on the first Friday after Christmas. And they get it done, 57. Augusta 500, 3-3 on the season, 2-1 in the league. They will go to McPherson on Tuesday. Buhler 6-0, 3-0, and they'll be home for El Dorado coming up on Tuesday night. 65-57 the final. We'll wrap it up for you when we come back on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack post-game show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whiffco Steel Products Player of the Game.
Crazy stat, too. That's the first.
They could. They try a lob pass inside to Gavin. May not come off the floor in this fourth quarter.
Kansas Shears division help you properly maintain.
Shoots in the three. In the corner to Meyer. Waiter to start the fourth has finally come alive again. And Buhler extends.
Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company. Today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
It's the New Year New Ride sale going on now through January 8th at all Midway Motors locations. We were built for one-stop shopping and have all the brands and inventory ready for immediate delivery. Simply pick out a new or used vehicle and we will give you 90 days, no payments, plus make your first payment up to $500. Trade-in values have never been higher, and we have over 500 new and used vehicles in stock to choose from. Stop by Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or Hillsboro, and your first payment is on us.
Find us at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Need a little morale pick-me-up in your office? Did you know updating your old fluorescent troffers with flat panel LEDs can boost employee morale and productivity? Sunflower Electric will come to your office, lay out a design, and provide a free estimate that can have big dividends. New flat panel LEDs give better lighting output using less wattage and lasting longer, which means savings for you. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by your local Sunflower Electric supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to our post-game Crusader basketball live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth tonight here in West Crusader. And Carson Muller in a fun guys game here in Augusta. They're getting the floor ready now for their wrestling tournament. Buhler will be a part of that. Undefeated Sam Elliott and his Crusader teammates will be here in Augusta tomorrow for wrestling action. 65-57 is the final. Boy, this was a game. Buhler jumped out Christopher to that 12-point lead in the second quarter, as we talked about. Augusta comes back. At one point, Augusta, as they got the lead in the third quarter at 38-35, had scored 24 of 33 points scored in the game. I thought that middle stretch of the game, they really did a good job of slowing the game down, making it hard on Buhler, limiting them to one shot with tough defense. But then you get to the fourth, and Buhler was able to break free. They hit some big threes in that fourth, and they're finally able to get that offense flowing up and down the floor again.
Well, one of the things that just stands out to me so much about this team, Aaron, I have yet to see them panic yet. And you talk about them being in some high-pressure situations against some great competition, like McPherson in the Roundhouse before Christmas. You know, a hostile crowd down here in Augusta against a team that, even though they're a two-loss team, both their losses to ranked teams in their respective classes. And this team just flat out did not panic. Even though they had some spells where scoring was maybe a little bit harder, I was really just impressed by the composure of this group of young men.
And, you know, the interesting thing about it is we've talked about all year, really outside of Jack and Isaiah, the rest of these guys haven't, at least at the varsity level,
gosh, I get it. I found ways to
I was so nervous this morning.
Oh,
I was like, who's going to be the one to call you?
What's that?
I think you had about a dozen assists.
Isaiah had I don't know how many assists he had, but he had a bunch, and never came out of the game. So I was really tickled with how they, everybody stepped up at different times, like you just said.
Yeah, absolutely. Something we all, pointed out outside of Jack and Isaiah, there's a lot of guys getting varsity minutes that haven't before.
Yeah.
And there's no panic in these guys.
No.
I mean, it's just steady as it goes.
No, I don't know if they're just what it is, but we've always known this about this group, and it's a group that loves to play basketball. It's a group that plays year round. They play in the summers. They play in the fall. They're very they're very confident, and maybe sometimes too much. I don't know, but they're very confident. They like each other. They recognize that each other can play, and they kind of help each other get better. We forced a few shots, and that's going to happen. But for the most part, I thought we talk about make each other better, and that's what we did tonight. And then we had a stretch there, I thought, where we weren't, they were making his touches hard, which I would have too, and we were just giving up on it too soon. And we need to play through him in a situation like that in a half court, because most teams aren't going to be able to guard him one-on-one, and so they're going to double him, and that's going to create wide open opportunities for everybody else that
Sure.
they can take advantage of. So, I was really proud of him. Jeffrey Neal, with Matt and Ethan both not able to play tonight. Jeffrey, he didn't play a ton of minutes, but the minutes he played were huge. Wes Miller gave a couple good minutes there, gave us a break. I was really, really happy because a lot of things stacked against us. I mean, this team took it on the chin Tuesday night against Collegiate. At Collegiate is really, really good. So they were, they're fired up. Friday night, league game. We didn't have school, so we couldn't have practice yesterday. There's it's kind of the perfect storm of things
Sure.
going wrong. And so that's what makes this win that much sweeter.
Yeah, well, I guess at the end of the day, this team just continues to find ways.
Yeah, they do.
And,
so far, so good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gauntlet, it doesn't really get any easier.
No.
There's a lot of big games, but, just the resilience and the way these guys play together, I think speaks promising things for the future.
I think so too. And, El Dorado, started watching them on film over the break because I had some time. And they're it's the best El Dorado team they've had since I've been here in my 7 years. They have 3 guards that are they're really talented, all juniors. Or no, one's a senior. They've got a good big kid. This is their best team by far, and we're going to have our hands full with them Tuesday night. I'm glad it's at home. And hopefully, I think we'll be getting Matt and Ethan back, and hopefully, you just never know with this thing.
Sure.
Hey, it's next man up. Guys got to be ready to step up, and so far we have. And so hopefully we'll have a full slate on Tuesday, and we'll play a very much improved El Dorado team.
All right, sounds good, Coach. Well, congrats on the win tonight, and we'll see you Tuesday.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's Coach Ryan Swanson and his final thoughts. We'll wrap it up with our player and play of the game when we come back. Crusader basketball here on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Just like Hutch has been synonymous with salt dating back to its discovery here in 1887, Cargill is synonymous with salt. Cargill Salt of Hutch. Proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsuranceGroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Rod here from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. We offer a wide variety of ag tires ready to install. For your tires for the farm, family, or fleet, give us a call today at Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
HKFM.
And welcome back here. Our post game tonight. Let's get to our play and the player of the game. We'll start with tonight's Dix Phillips 66 of the game. Fill up on top tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66. Family owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. Boy, there's so many big shots throughout the course of the game. Different guys had.